Alrighty, everybody, let's get back on into this. We started streaming earlier today, right after RogueTech came out, and you know, we had so much fun with it that I decided we wanted a little bit more streaming on top of that. Also because, you know, we wanted to be nice to the people who live not at EU time zones, so they can enjoy a little bit of RogueTech too. So, we will be once again continuing with our current campaign, that, of course, being the wonderful and excellent, and just gotta, there's my mic. The wonderful and excellent Apollo's Vipers, mainly because we selected the image for our company commander, who was Lee Adama, and they decided, hey, it's gotta be Apollo, much to my chagrin. But you know what? That is what the stream wanted, and that is what exactly the stream got. So Apollo's Vipers will be once again dropping down, working for Clan, not Diamond Shark, Clan Steel Viper, I believe, against Clan Diamond Shark. We're going to be taking a little bit more aggressive stances this time. Hello, Laurendell. Welcome back to the stream. Glad you could join us for round 2. So without further ado, let's drop in on these suckers and see what actually happens. I made sure that the thing actually loaded this time before I actually sort of got on to make sure that the infinite spinny thing didn't happen again. Alright, we are once again on the lovely tundra planet of, I forget the name, but it's not really important. Why? Because we're clanners, and we're basically here to kill everybody we can possibly get our hands on. So we are, of course, hanging out with our current A-Team Lance. This is, of course, with Jester in the Commando 2C. Fairly effective mech, quite heavily armored, especially for its size, nearly max armored even in the default setup. Comes in here with a small improved heavy laser, improved ATMs for all that extra accuracy need, and a pair of an SRM 10 pack in total. Then we also bring in Punisher, who is a bit of a veteran of our campaigns at this point. He's been in nearly every single one of our stream campaigns at this point, and he managed to show up in yet another one. He is driving the new and improved Arctic Cheetah, which we found out in the last time is, well, phenomenal. We added a large heavy laser onto that thing, and it just rips the crap out of stuff. It used to have a pair of LRM 5s and 2 medium lasers. One of the arms got blown off with an LRM 5 and a medium laser. We chucked everything else, threw on the heavy large laser, and it proved to be beautiful. Nearly took out a Wolverine all on his own. T-Bone coming with us in the Kit Fox. The Kit Fox is, of course, armed for fire support. As you can see, no less than 35 LRMs adorn this mech, and it is hilariously good at what it does so long as you keep it away from the enemy. This little setup of AMS up here is a lie. We have done that to confuse and trick the enemy and to make them think that they cannot shoot missiles at us, although they can't shoot missiles all that effectively so long as Punisher here is with his electronic countermeasure. Finally, Lynx, also known as Lee Adama because of people who are fans of Battlestar Galactica, driving the Cougar, which has had no modifications whatsoever, and it's proven to be fairly decent. Did suffer a small penetrating hit somewhat early on, but that did not actually break anything. So, with that all set up and the introductions concluded, let us set out to see who we can kill. So immediately just going to dive on forward with everybody that we can possibly get going, not having to go all that fast for the Arctic Cheetah. It is blisteringly quick. So we're going to get everybody up towards him, maybe sprint a little bit just to give us some more view range, but we want to stay within that ECM bubble. That ECM bubble has demonstrated itself to be hilariously effective in keeping our people alive. Like, we have been bombarded with dozens and dozens of missiles, and not a single one connects because of that Arctic Cheetah's ECM. It's amazingly good. And if we ever lose it, we're going to be in a world of hurt. If you don't get an ECM mech as clans, you may want to reconsider starting all over again. At least from what we found. No punch mech makes things a little bit more difficult. We got a Shadowhawk 2C already on the roll, opening fire on the commando, and missing. It looked like a plasma rifle. I'm going to assume it was a PPC projectile, but it was green, so there's that. Hello, Adam. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us for round 2, as we're coming right back out here so that people on the other half of the globe can enjoy a little bit of Battletech fun. So we're going to rush on forward and get a line of sight of a Vapor Eagle as well as the Shadowhawk 2C. I assume the Shadowhawk 2C looks exactly... Yes, it's just a standard Shadowhawk looking. But the Vapor Eagle, on the other hand, is a quite cool and badass looking mech. From MechWarrior Online, I believe. He's got the multiple barrel weapon system over there. That is quite nice. Today again, not tomorrow? Okay. Alright, so do I have a target for you? I do. I have 2 targets. Oh, we're going to shoot the Vapor Eagle. Why? Because it's super easy. Plus, he's got machine guns. The Shadowhawk is some... It's 45 tons? Huh. They took 10 tons off a Shadowhawk. That was ridiculous. Gotta nail this Vapor Eagle, see if we can't open him up a little bit. After all, he hasn't moved and is not particularly evasive at the moment. We will hopefully kill him before he can actually become at all effective in his job. So with any luck, we'll get things rocking and rolling on that front. Oh, enemy reinforcements already no good, sir. So we're going to sprint and get to full maximum speed, and we want to get most of our people up forward into this forest where we will be protected. There is also a Joust, as well as an Incubus, another MechWarrior Online mech off in the distance. However, we have an easy shot of the Vapor Eagle, so we're going to take it. Large lasers, large pulse lasers to be precise. Are you planning a Saturday stream? Yes, I am. So there's going to be a lot of RogueTech on this channel for a little while. I want to kind of get ahead on things and have a whole bunch of fun with it. We've been without RogueTech for, what, 10 weeks at this point? Longer? So getting back into the swing of things is definitely on my plan. Also, I do need to start recording the actual RogueTech episodes for the mainline stream, or the mainline episodes, instead of just doing this. Oh, the Arctic Cheetah's going to get a reasonably accurate shot. Hi! I think he missed the heavy large laser. Wait, no, it was an ouch, so quite bad. I'm glad you're looking... Oh, he got a head hit. Pilot injured already. So, triple HMG, an ATM-9, and an ERPPC. These are all things that I don't want actually aimed in my direction, so let's kind of get on forward and see if we can't hurt him first, because that is the way of things. Terrible accuracy. If I walked right up to him, I might have something a little bit better. The problem comes in the form of we are not insanely... Well, I was about to say not insanely accurate, but we kind of are. It's just the range on the weapons is exceedingly short. I think I'm going to just run right up to him and kind of hope the Arctic Cheetahs cover me. Oh, as we have revealed the entire map, we got another Ice Ferret on the way, a Zephyr medium tank, a Cicada 2, or Cicada, depending on your dialect. Yeah, let's see if we can't kill the Vapor Eagle before we give him all that dangerous. We've structure exposed him and stressed him out. Hello, the Canuck. Welcome back to the stream. Glad you could join us for round 2. Seeing a lot of familiar faces, actually, from round 1, so that's quite fun. Yeah, so we're streaming once again today. Wanted to give a little bit of a shout out and support towards the other half of the globe, because the EU got to have all their fun early on in the day, and I figure, hey, the United States may want to get in on this as well. So we're going to have a little bit of enjoyment as we hang out with each other on Friday. Probably going to stream for about 2 hours. It's about what we normally try and keep it at. We went for about 3, actually, for the first stream. I'm not sure we'll be repeating that particular performance. Got a Hetzer off in the distance. Could become a little bit of rum. No life. Not quite. But I did have time. I kind of based, ever since I found out that RogueTech was going to be coming out, most of my weekend around, setting it up. Although, there's not much I can do about Sunday. Purely because Sunday, that's D&D day for me, so I have to go hang out with them. But hey, for the other part of it, we might have a... He's activated his enhanced imaging. I think this is the first time I've ever seen the AI actually use their equipment, which is quite interesting, is how much they're going to be able to do. Cicada zipping around off in the back, not actually getting involved in the fight just yet. T-Bone! T-Bone is ready to rock and roll, and I don't want to get too far forward, but if I can get side-angle shots on that guy, I can start increasing the amount of damage. We're going to risk it. Kit Fox, move forward. I know, it's aggressive, it's dangerous, but you know what? If I can kill the Vapor Eagle before the Vapor Eagle can do anything to me... Oh, there goes most of the mech, still intact, but it has lost its machine guns. I approve of RogueTech deficit compensation. I agree, Norman. Welcome to the stream. Oh, just the damage scrolling on and on and on, and he is panicking. Not that I can blame him. He's just been fired at by a lot of mechs. I think he got hit 5 times before he even knew what the heck was going on. So he's having a bit of a bad day. Ice Ferret on the roll, and he's going to open fire immediately. We got to get this commando back. I mean, it was aggressive and awesome, but unfortunately, he's not exactly going to be incredibly effective if he gets dead. So we'd like to keep this mech alive. I'd like this commando. It's fairly reliable. Although, honestly, if I could strip off a couple of pieces of equipment to give him a heavy large laser as well, I'd totally do that, because that would be so much fun. Heavy large lasers, I am a big fan now. For small light mechs, I think heavy large lasers have a lot to bring to the table, because it allows you to cram on medium and perhaps even heavy levels of support gear, and still bring in what is essentially an AC-20 into the fight, which is just hilarious to me. We're going to keep the group mostly together, while at the same time being in the middle of, the universe. We're going to start falling back soon, but I really want to finish this Vapor Eagle off before we actually do that. And there goes his engine again. His leg's been quite badly damaged. Is he going to be knocked over? I think Jester will probably be able to pull it off. In fact, we're going to just swing back into the force, where we have a little bit of damage reduction, and just lob a couple of weapons over in his direction, and that'll push him over the top. If he's not dead, he's definitely going to fall over. And there goes his engine. He is gone. So we've managed to completely wipe out the Vapor Eagle before it could even do anything. Hetzers are slowly on the way. The Lynx! The Lynx could actually walk up and, punch the Shadowhawk, but I don't get the feeling that would be the most brilliant use of my firepower. I do want to start taking out possibly the Joust. What's my accuracy? Not tremendous, but also not awful. We're going to move the Cougar forward. Even better if I shoot the Incubus. And honestly, not terrible against him as well. Where's that Joust? Honestly, really good. We'll shut off one of the LRMs because we don't need to cook it just yet. And we'll get a little bit of damage onto the tank, see if we can't weaken him. Unfortunately, wasn't able to punch through his armor just yet, but shortly we will. I do need to start pulling off over in this direction, start stringing them out a little bit. Forcing them to walk through the forest is going to make them stretch out even further, which will allow me to gain local superiority, because right now we have strategic inferiority, and that's a bit of a problem. So it's 7 versus 4, and you just stood still and did nothing. I approve of your strategy, sir. I suggest everybody in your lands adopt it. So yeah, we're going to swing on over. A little bit worried about this eye ferret, not sure what it can pack. It did have a medium laser which it opened fire with, but hey, those are ER medium lasers. Everybody's got one of those, so it shouldn't be all that worrisome. Cicada, I don't think is a big problem. It is a 2C cicada, but at the end of the day, I don't have much respect for cicadas. I like cicadas, don't get me wrong. I think the design is very cool. I just don't think it's a very great mech, unless you can modify it in certain ways to make it even better. His machine guns have unjammed. Congratulations, our Incubus swinging out into the middle of the open because he is aggressive. Either that or he's trying to bait me into trying to get even further up in here to shoot his back, which could very well work. I mean, I am extremely easy to tempt with easy behind shots, and we have a heavy large laser. The heavy large laser is attached to one of my most important mechs, but we have one, which if we got a good solid hit into the back of him, we might be able to tear him apart. Even more people guarding and entrenching far beyond visual range. Can they just not see me? I mean, we're striking with the forest, but we're in the middle of a tight little ECM bubble. If they're struggling to be able to identify me at all, that might be amazing for us. Nope, we got the ice ferret coming sprint on for us. He's gonna go for the punch. One-on-one combat with the Arctic cheetah. They will decide who is the superior ice animal. And so far he has missed and managed to put himself in the middle of a whole bunch of angry mechs. I think that may have been a mistake, buddy. Just a hint. So we're going to swing around over here, give him fairly decent accuracy. I mean, he did go quite far and fast, so we're going to fall back just a little bit. It's not great accuracy, but if we can hit him... Oh, we did hit him. We hit him with the heavy large laser. That's when the fun happens. We're going to swing around to his side. Remember, keep the group together, keep it tight, so that we can just continue to pound him into dust. And another engine crit, so eventually we may end up just killing him just by engine crits alone. Shot down several of our missiles, which is a tad unfortunate. How much armor does he have left? Well, none in there, but he's starting to lose his structure. Got a nut. Oh, wow. Blasts coming in from all over the place. I'm going to guess that was the Incubus. It could have been the Shadowhawk, but I kind of think it's the Incubus, just because I think the Incubus is cooler. But maybe the Shadowhawk did decide to open fire on me. Couldn't have been a vehicle. Or was it the Joust? No, the Joust is going to shoot right now, is it not? I can't believe that it's not. So it must be deciding... Yep, the Joust is shooting, so probably the Incubus. Although the angle's right for the Shadowhawk. Ooh, either one could be our newest enemy, just because of the amount of firepower that it can output is somewhat dangerous. We don't want to deal with it. Keep on pulling back, folks. Keep on pulling back. Oh, you're going to just split fire everybody? I approve of this plan. Just spread your fire out evenly amongst my entire lance. Well, I'm going to make best use of my armor. I think I'm going to run right up on top of you, and I'm going to nail you with probably my ATMs. Ooh, are you an ace pilot? You are not. So this will make me vulnerable. Or I could probably kill the Joust. Not going to lie, tempted by the Joust. Hi, Joust. You've left your stern open to me, which, if I can deal enough damage, I can probably punch through. Although I need about 130 damage. I don't quite have it. That is unfortunate. Hi, Ferret. I need to deal about 40 damage to you. Although my accuracy is not particularly good. Shoot anyway! I'm really hoping for it and tear something apart. No, not quite. He's stunning for a little bit, but I had an opportunity to go for it and I had to take it. Pulse lasers are exactly what we need to get into this fight. And I will still be in cover and over to the side and have an unobstructed line of sight. Keep the pack together. That's the key. Although we're not technically Clan Wolf, so I'm not quite sure why we're bothering packs at all. We're going to cook it a little bit. We are, after all, on a nice planet, and I want to cause as much damage as this guy. And that's what we were looking for. Ammunition explosion. And now he's vulnerable. Oh, good job, Lynx. That was your first round. There's something like a 3% chance for you to actually shut down on that one, and you have decided not to be involved in this fight anymore. Good job, Leodama. You are doing an excellent job of being identical to your Battlestar Galactica namesake. With any luck, everybody else will be able to pull together and survive despite him. Which, you know, we may as well reenact the plot of Battlestar Galactica at this point. Enemy is going to maneuver to attempt to take advantage of that, I think, although maybe Adama will move quickly enough so that he actually does not get killed. We're on phase 21, so somebody's moving quite quickly. Punisher will be up next with the kit... no, he's in the Arctic Cheetah. So heavy large laser shot into the side of the ice ferret might finish it off. That would be ideal. Get this guy away from me. That large laser will do a lot of damage. Oh, we've knocked out his AMS. How beautiful. Punisher, you're an ace pilot. Absolutely. You're going to shoot, and then you're going to scoot. I don't care about the obstructed shot. Shoot anyway. Okay, you missed the heavy large laser, but we did knock you down with laser fire, which is always enjoyable. So the ice ferret's now on his back, providing us free and easy shots. We're going to shift over to the side, so we're not quite so easy a target, and continue to provide our ECM bubble. You may survive based on my bubble. And shots into his side. He's going to gain even more heat because, yeah, so it was the Shadowhawk with the plasma rifles. That's a bit of a problem. We're going to have to do something about that. So we need to shift and maneuver, and please, for the love of God, Adama, start actually doing something. Oh, the cries that you can hear from Battlestar Galactica fans universally. I'm going to pull back. We're going to hopefully kill this Arctic cheetah on the ground, go for that center torso, and just rip it clean on open. Lots of damage, and I can't tell if he's dead or not just because the engine destroy crit shows up all the time. Oh, yep, we got him because of the 25%. The 2C has entered the fight with a lot of energy barrels. It is somewhat concerning. Do I want to push forward? I kind of do. I've got an open shot, but then again, I could also shift to the side of you. How bad is your side? Oh, it's almost broken. Yeah, we definitely want this side. We're going to pull back a little bit, swing over slightly, and take aim, and lob some fire. Oh, good hits. Structure exposed. Track propulsion destroyed. Hopefully that means he doesn't get to move anymore. I'm not quite sure if the crits actually mean anything anymore. They didn't the last time we played the game, when every engine hit was an engine destruction. Which it wasn't, but that's what it showed, which is very familiar and comforting. Ah, the good old RogueTech that we remember. It's phase 15. Somebody needs to make up their mind and a decision, as the entire enemy alliance is going to come bearing down on us. Although, at this rate, we can just keep kind of pulling into the forest. It'll be great. It'll be wonderful. Damage reduction notwithstanding. Also, please, Adama, for the love of God, start doing something. Oh, we'll get him over it, eventually. Good thing Sprogue's not around. He'd be freaking out. Although I'm actually not sure who Sprogue's favorite character in Battlestar Galactica is. I know himself is one of his favorite characters. And they're going to pull the joust away. I think they've recognized that it's a very dangerous prospect to be out here. Well now. That's gone. So, a perfect shot from a Hetzer from across the map, under the ECM bubble, through the forest, nailed the Kit Fox center torso, and gutted it. Well, that's RogueTech for you, baby. Turn this mech back on. Hi, Adama. Welcome back to the fight. Oh, good, you didn't turn off this time. You're actually involved. Now, good thing about this is T-Bone's not actually dead. The mech is, but he's not. So if we win this, maybe we can keep the mech alive, because I like this Kit Fox. Although losing all that center torso gear is going to really suck. Somebody give me a shot on that guy. I need to kill a Hetzer, and I need to kill it today.
Aye, aye.
Do I have a Hetzer? Oh, we do, but it's a terrible, terrible shot. You're also a terrible shot. Really, there's no good shots aside from the Zephyr. Fire the Zephyr. We're going to take the good shots that we can get. We've managed to target acquire and damage him a little bit. But we need to shift away, because our long-range barrage mech is dead. Which is obviously not ideal. And we don't have any great way of walking over there and stomping on him and making him stop. Hetzer wheeled carriers are actually fairly decently well armored, as well as armed, and as we saw, incredibly accurate. Wow. Just in one shot has managed to completely flip the script. Please stop shooting Lee Adama. At some point, he's going to blow a gasket. And then, you know, he tends to blow up Battlestars at that point. And it's not a good situation if he had actually... Yeah, well, we're not going to that fight. I'm not going to get in that fight with a whole bunch of BSG lore people. And you're also torching yourself, which is lovely. Although, unlike Adama, you actually managed not to shut yourself off. Can I get accurate shots anywhere? Probably not. Can I sprint on top of this guy? Absolutely, if I'm willing to brave the gun. Am I willing to brave the gun? No, absolutely not. Really tempting to go after this guy, though. It's tempting to move in many places, but we need to probably stick together, stick into cover, utilize our... I was about to say superior long range, but he's already demonstrated it. Rough fight so far? Little bit, Dynock. They have come with a vengeance. They are hoping to get us destroyed, and we are obviously hoping that will not happen. Blast into the side of the Cicada, and managed to cause a little bit of damage, but we will continue to shift over to the side, which, yeah, we definitely got to get this Hetzer. I just don't know how we're going to get there. And the Cougar taking even more damage. Eventually, Adama will move. We just need to give him time. Time to work through his personal problems. Except the problem is his personal problem is becoming all of our problem. Way to go after your portrait's sake, sir. Okay, good. He's finally on the roll. Let's get on him. I need to shift over to the side. That way we can hopefully avoid getting shot at by him. And I could cook myself largely, but I don't think I have the heat taken care of. I could shoot a single medium laser, or single LRM. So we'll do that because we have it. Caused a little bit of damage. Did get a structure exposed. Damaged his armor quite nicely. And almost blew up one of his medium pulse lasers. So when the rest of the medium pulse lasers hit, we'll know that one of those was not there. Oh good. You missed. if he had hit, we'd be in a very, very bad way, and I'd probably start thinking about pulling the handle to retreat. Ace pilot, he is amazing, and his cannon has jammed. Oh, that's the best news I've heard all week. Now, unfortunately, he is going to be able to unjam that cannon, which could lead to some problems, but we're going to hopefully move beyond that. What do we got? Who's up next? Enemy is phase 23. Our fastest is 17, probably because T-Bone's dead. Well, he's not dead. He's currently walking this way to try and get back to the dropship, which I assume the dropship is somewhere. Haven't figured out where yet, but it's somewhere. Could call it in, but oh nope, I don't even have an option to withdraw. Cicada's coming forward, and is he gonna open fire? No, he's gonna run away like a coward that I knew him to be. Oh, you've given me so many beautiful back shots. Oh, how can I handle all of these back shots? Give me a sprint. Can I get a side angle? I can get a side angle. Oh, we're gonna be incredibly super aggressive. I think it's the only way to go. That way we'll run forward. Someone know about the system capturing mechanic, the covert system control from one faction to another if you make invasion missiles. So the way I understand the capture system work, and this may not be accurate, is you basically go to a planet and you take missions for your faction. And if you take enough missions for your faction to overpower the influence of other factions, you will eventually defeat them. Duck! Aha! Dip, duck, dodging, and diving. Once again, the RPG has managed to avoid getting hit at point-blank range. Punisher! You have a shot if you move right out in the open. Guess what we're not going to do? Oh, great. We have a fire as well to worry about. So all sorts of lovely funness is about to come our way. So if I can get a direct line of sight, though, I will take the angle. It's the angle, but I have to stand in fire. So obviously not ideal. Oh, I don't have the shot. Otherwise, it's going to be an obstructed shot, which is just awfully terrible. But I may not have much of a choice. Maybe shoot the Zephyr. That might be another way to go. Or we just maneuver way off in here. Or I could sprint, because, you know, the Arctic cheetah is stupid fast. But there is always that major concern that I'm about to let people in behind me. How much armor do I have behind me? 30! Yeah, that's not a very pleasant experience, is it? Unfortunately, I have to commit to it. Otherwise, he's going to pick me apart one by one. Hi, buddy! Large laser! Oh, we missed with the large laser. Luckily, he didn't shut down, unlike Adama. Other than that, just do missions on the border. Yes. I tested that theory today, but it takes like 10 missions, no effect on influence. So, 1, are you allied with a faction? And 2, are you using the debug mode on? Because I have been told that the debug mode on will ruin things. Oh, no you didn't. He just walked up and blitzed the Cougar. That's not cool. They decided to open fire on the Commando, too. This is perhaps the most efficient tank ever. You have very, very badly damaged and taken away one of my amazing pulse lasers.
My armor's still solid.
Okay, the Lynx, what do you got left? Well, your arm's been half blown off, but you still actually have the pulse laser, so it's not actually broken. Turn all the pulse lasers back on. So, you probably need to actually get into a fight with this Joust. Oh, get the Joust. Ah. Just a little bit more damage would have killed it, and we didn't. Which direction are you actually even facing? Okay, so this is indeed your right side, so I need to be over here if I want to take advantage of that. Which we might, or I can continue to put the pressure on Mr. Death and Destruction over here, which, guess what we're going to do. I really don't want to, because I'm going to lose this arm. But if we don't kill this guy, he's going to kill us. Well, at least we're almost through his armor. Overheat? Yeah, cook it. Adama, I swear to God, if you shut it off this time, I will demote you once again. Okay, good. He didn't actually die. So, need to be alliance. I am not alliance with... Yeah, if you're not allied, then you don't do anything. You just hang around the universe and you do whatever it is you want.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Don't tempt them. Seriously, they outnumber us. They outgun us. It's 3 versus 6, so 2 to 1. We basically are at the current state of the battle. We realize that, oh, good duck! Oh yeah, his gun was jammed. Thank you for not killing me. I need to nail him. But his gun is now unjammed, so if you don't kill him this round, we're in trouble. So let's avoid that, if at all possible. But we have managed to switch sides, which is interesting, although we also have most of the enemy forces to our back, which is less interesting and more, oh god, get them away from there. Luckily for me, they also have the exact idea of, oh god, let's get away from here, because they saw what we did to their buddies. Well, 2 of their buddies. What did we do? Oh yeah, he ran up on top of us. So the Ice Ferret and the Vapor Eagle, that was it. So the Incubus is still somewhere around here? I don't see him, but here's the Shadowhawk. Hopefully he can't get in range to punch me again. Because the last time... Is he going for it? He's going for it! He wants that Cougar! He's gonna get right on in range and swing them battle fists! Aha! I can't touch this. That may be because Clan Air mechs suck in melee. And it looks like he blew up his mask. Yup. Yep, he blew up his mask.
Orders.
Good job. Okay, Arctic Cheetah, do you have a shot? You do not have a shot, so you're going to have to move, which really sucks. Because I don't want to move you. I want to keep you nimble and evasive and... Well, I want to shoot and then I want to move you. That's how I want to set this up to be safe. Do I cook you or do I... No, we're going to shut off the single medium laser. Because why the heck not? Fire!
Target confirmed.
Okay, we hit it with a penetrating hit of some description. Structure has been exposed, but it's not dead. You may have noticed the lack of death. We're going to swing the commando over to the side. We risk this commando greatly. In pretty much every mission we field it in, we always seem to hang it out on a limb a little bit. AC-20, a whole bunch of stuff destroyed. Is it actually dead, though? That's the question that we can't answer. Oh, we can answer because this thing has ticked over to 50%. So we are up by 1, and now we're about to get shot at by a whole bunch of pulse lasers. Luckily for us, the Arctic Cheetah is excellently well protected at the heart of its own little ECM star, and doing a lovely job of keeping that Zephyr from being all that dangerous. We do need to kill this Joust next, though. And Adama, you've got to be the guy to do it. I know, you don't want to. This is not what you were trained for, and I know all the excuses. I actually don't. I haven't watched all of the episodes, but... we will figure out a way to kill you. Oh, not you, Adama. We'd like to avoid getting you killed, mainly because you're in a fairly interesting mech. I gotta get to the other side, and I'm not going to be able to do it. Even if I sprint. Do I have any activatable equipment? I do not. Okay, so... that might be the only chance that I possibly have. And it's gonna suck. Can I get a little bit closer? It's a little closer. That'll work. Okay, it's a bit of a sucky position, but if I don't kill this guy, we're all going to die. Oh, God. Pulse laser off, pulse laser off. No, that's not going to handle it. It has to be all 3 weapons. And I need to deal probably about 10 damage to him. This is... Welcome to stream number 2, Sean. Glad you could join us for round 2. What's your current overheat chance? You have a 27% chance to shut down. Yeah, with Adama, that means 100%. Heat sink's destroyed, but he's not dead. That's the point. I think Adama has let us down again. He keeps doing it. It's becoming a major problem. And the Joust is going to get to our behind and open fire! And it looks like he missed quite a few shots, actually, so you are lucky. And he's unjammed a lot of his machine guns, so we do want to shoot him in very, very short order. Otherwise, we could all die. Although that seems to be the threat that we have a lot of the times, that we could all die. Really, it's just him that could die. Because at the end of the day, I do kind of think Punisher might be able to handle quite a few shots. So long as somebody doesn't walk up and just AC-20 him like T-Bone had for him. We're going to rebuild that mech. Oh, I do not envy that task. Because I don't have, power cores. It's a bit of a problem. The Commando's taking up a long-range pulse shots, but was in cover, so reasonably safe. Not feeling all that bad so far. I do want to pull you off the field just because you're really, unfortunately, dangerous. But I also want to be able to shoot this guy with my heavy large lasers. Can I shoot this guy with my heavy large? Oh, I absolutely can. Yeah, I think we just blitz him. Can't quite do that, but if I just fire this...
Roger.
He missed. Of course he missed. That's what he does. T-Bone is getting chilly walking back to the dropship. Yes, he's very uncomfortable. He's not having a good time. He left his space heater back in the mech, not that he could actually use it while on the move. Okay, so we're gonna run on over here. That'll be the angle that I kind of want. Gives me a forest. +1 fire out, +2 fire into woods. Okay, so it's just a normal forest at this point. Hi, buddy. I've got weapons. And you've got death. Alright, so we are now up to 4 versus 3. We're only slightly outnumbered. And I think we might be outtunned. I mean, we are outtunned. They have a Shadowhawk and we don't. They've got a Shadowhawk, a Cicada, and an Incubus. And then, of course, there's a Zephyr. Shadowhawk coming in for punch round 3. I'm kind of surprised he can make it this far, considering his mask is broken. Nope! Can't touch this! The Commando just far too evasive for the Shadowhawk to be able to handle anything that's going on. Hi, do you think you can actually get something done this time, my buddy? My friend, my pal. You're actually going to just aim right dead center in the front of him, and the reason why you're going to do this is because his frontal armor is mostly compromised already. So cook that sucker, and hopefully don't die this time. And he killed him! Good job. It is now 3 on 3. We have things under control, and Adama didn't shut off this time. I am going to rag on him for the end of time at this point, just for that. That was embarrassing. Went over the line the first time. There's like a 3% chance of him being all shut down. Instantly shuts down. And then after that, T-Bone got killed. So, well, his mech got killed. Hopefully we'll be able to recover it. We kind of need it. We also need power cores. Power cores are very important. Oh, they shot their own guy again. They gotta stop doing that. When will they learn? Oh, this reminds me of DCS when new pilots get into plane, they don't understand how to query the IFF, or worse, they don't know how to read it. And they're like, what does this button do? Let me just kill him. And it does not end well. I don't want to bring the commander too exposed out of cover, because we might get shot at, and that's unpleasant in several ways. I think I'll just reserve. I know that gives the Shadowhawk the opportunity to move, but if I can get the Arctic Cheetah involved in this to start shooting the back of this guy, I might be able to get a little bit of work done. Cicada continuing to move way off, opening fire on the Cougar, but not able to connect. The Cougar is far too nimble. The Cougar is also far too hot. I gotta actually do something about that heat. Maybe we need to put our Gauss rifle into him.
Got my attention.
Alright, Punisher, you can get up here, you can punch him immediately, or you can shoot him in the back, or you can run and be able to basically be in all places at once. Your Shai Halot. Right there? No, not quite. I do want to get shots in the back, because I think I can cause a ton of damage in a very short period of time if I get shots in the back. So, just walk. There it is. Dag. I found swarm LRMs to be extremely powerful in the new RogueTech. If you salvage them, try them. We'll certainly keep on the lookout for it. Alright, so the Arctic Cheetah is now out of cover in a very dangerous, precarious position. Fire into his back. Oh, we hit something. We managed to get through, and we've destroyed his mask and a whole bunch of his ammunition. Lynx will not be able to follow. Well, I mean, I could. He has half a chance of shutting down. But sure. Why not? It's not like this mech is already pretty badly dented. Hi, shut off the LRMs. Shut off the pulse. I can fire a single pulse, but I'd like to fire multiple pulses. What is your chance to shut down? 27%. Oh, I can't risk you, sir. You're clearly fighting over very enthusiastic rookies. They see something moving, they shoot, then they realize it was their ally. Indeed. Fire the large pulse lasers into his back. Explodes more. Crit more. Damage more. Hopefully don't blow up the actual, reactor. I need that. Hello, Stormwind. Welcome to the stream. Oh, God. Duck! Oh, he got hit this time. The commando has been dented. And he is no longer... Oh, he's still evasive. Jester, totally unfazed. Does not care. Going to sneak up behind the Shadowhawk once again. Omoe wa shinderu. Nani? And he's gone. Oh, he had an AP Gauss. That would have been lovely to steal. We pirates be screwing over the clans already. This group isn't pirates. It's going to be the normal campaign of the pirates. Although it does look like the pirates are definitely winning at this point. I believe it's 11-7 right now on the Discord poll. So there is that going for us. They got more stuff operating at extreme range. Opening fire on the Cougar. Did manage to hit it quite a few times. Luckily for us, it did manage to scatter across most of the mech, so we didn't take any actual penetrating hits. So we're dealing good. I want to helicopter some mech in my mech. You can have elementals. So I started up a game the first time just to see if everything loaded up properly, and I had a point of elementals as one of my mechs. And I was so irritated with myself that I couldn't use it, because that was my test one and not the proper one that I had to show everybody when we started. To win versus clans, if you can win fair, fight dirty. Oh, if you can't win fair, fight dirty.
Commander.
Well, fair is all relative. After all is fair in love and war. Gonna shoot at you. Have some missile love, hidden Cicada a little bit. Nothing too serious at this point, but he now knows that he's been touched. And Punisher can swing, hopefully, around somewhere aggressive. Do kind of got to keep people somewhat together, just to keep things intact and ready to rock. Swing on over here. Hi. Good accuracy, bad accuracy. Good accuracy. Give me the good accuracy. Ha. Oh, managed to nail him. I love this heavy large laser. Sand in the eye works well. That's one way to get ahead. Not even going to say it's the wrong way to get ahead. Stare at this sucker. I want all the guns. Why? Because I want to hurt the Cicada. Fire the large pulses plus the missiles. And good. He's managing to avoid shutting down. Seriously, we've got to pull something out of that mech and give it more heat sinks or something. Just modify how it operates, because right now she cooks. No, that would be a starter way. Stormwind, by the way, if anybody's wondering, is over on Twitch. We are on Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer, depending on whichever one is your personal favorite. So taking more shots, quite a few shots actually. The Cougar is just getting beaten up. Stormwind over on Twitch says usually the wrong way, but with tons of atlases. Yes, that is incredibly accurate. Most definitely most of the time the wrong way. Alright, so the Cougar is just not feeling the love at the moment. He has been very badly dented, an arm and a leg. He is currently trading for this battle. But I think we can kill the Cicada, especially oh no, the Cicada ran out of range. I can't see you anymore, buddy. That's not cool. Oh, there you are. I can see you because the game cheats and helps me. Let's get Jester.
Receiving you.
Holy crap, it's Jester. Hi, buddy. You can't get away from me. Oh, I've run out of SRM ammo. How quaint. Oh god, I didn't realize how close we were to dying. When did that happen? Fire!
Target acquired.
And he's almost exposed. We're gonna zip on over here. I'm gonna fire some LRMs his way. Mainly because I can chill out with the large pulse lasers, and if I just hit him a couple of times, I might overcome his heat threshold, or his stability threshold. We did not, as the case may be, and instead must now just chase him down through open ground. We are ECM protecting our folks, and hit him with the lasers. That's not a beautiful hit that seems to have blown off his arm. KFG is not more like radar tracking and lingering heat signature. Well, we have that. That's the actual radar tracking heat signature that we use. Form the sphere or clan the pirates. Howe. Most innovative stuff. Yeah. Incubus moving on forward, gonna open fire from whatever range. Don't let Jester sneeze too hard, you might throw on his back. At this point, we may lose the Cougar first, if I'm completely honest. Unfortunately, it just takes so much damage. And there goes more fire onto the commando. Hopefully Jester can keep things going. Jester, of course, is here mainly because he gives us an XP bonus for existing, which is fun. We need to get back in cover because these guys are being way too accurate. Shutdown override was successful. How unfortunate. Punisher, you get right up next to this guy and you give him a piece of your mind.
Copy that.
And absolutely, I'm going to cook. Shoot!
Roger.
There we go. Another big hit. He's not having the best of days. Please tell me that we're moving before him. We did hit him quite hard.
Need to cool down.
Good, we are.
Standing by.
You're gonna sprint your links into position, mainly so you can get the heck away from that Incubus, because god, that Incubus is being ridiculously accurate.
Going full throttle.
We are under the protections, once again. The accuracy ain't great, but we're gonna fire everything we got. And was that the leg that I needed, or was that the engine that just completely died? It's not really clear. I think he's dead. Oh, he is. We've got him. So we're down to just Mr. Incubus over here. And I have a fairly decent amount of armor. I'd like to protect myself utilizing it. We'll swing on over here, go through the geothermal, because we don't really care. We have run out of most of our weapons at this point. So we're just working our way through. Carrie's just running the backpack for the HP buff. Yes, we'll drag an... We'll weld his commando to the back of an Atlas. It'll work out great, trust me. Alright, what's the Incubus gonna do? He's gonna surge on forward. He's cooking, he's on fire. He wants the Cougar. Please stop shooting the Cougar. He's critting the large pulse lasers, but I don't think it's dead. Which, you know, lucky for us. But seriously, we gotta protect this Cougar. I might just hide it behind the rock. And his heat continues to be critical. Shutdown override save was once again successful.
Order.
Punisher. I'd like you to just basically shoot him in the side. Mainly because I can get there. Actually, no, it should be Jester first. The reason why it should be Jester first is because Jester can hit him with, like, just blitzing rockets. He's gonna get behind him, actually. Hi, surprise, I am here. Shoot! And I'm hoping that I could have set something off and, you know, made him unsteady or something. Doesn't look like that happened, but what I can do is I can jump at maximum speed. No, I'm gonna run at maximum speed. Because that way I can just get behind him without having to worry about, you know, the jumping part, which is rather dangerous to us. Do we cook? We absolutely cook. Fire away, my friends! Oh, he missed the really good gun, but he did light the fire underneath the mech that is already overheating. So there's that working for us. There is a pirate Atlas that has a raven welded to its shoulder. Because pirates, yes indeed. Guess who's gonna run away? Brave Adama ran away.
Understood. Moving fast.
And you're going to hide. In fact, if I could shut the mech off and just use your heat and like take control of your heat signature, I would. Incubus is moving before us. He can be more effective and dangerous than we can. Gotta get in behind. Oh no! Oh shoot! Actually, 2 damage. Oh, that was close. He only did 4 damage. I would be unsettled too. I don't blame you at all. Oh, you fired a shot over in Cougar's direction as well. Alright, we gotta kill this guy this turn, otherwise he is gonna kill my commando, and I don't want my commando to die. How have you not shut off yet? No, seriously, dude. You're not allowed to be on at this point. We took a vote. It's illegal. So, yeah. There we go. Cleared him out. Okay, so the Kit Fox got a cord out, I believe. I didn't... Well, I watched it happen, but it didn't show me what actually got hit and exploded. So we're not 100% positive how the Kit Fox died, but it seems like a reasonable assumption since considering he was at full health and then he was dead. The Cougar has been badly dented, so we've got a couple of mechs to rebuild, which is unfortunate because we're not rolling in money at the moment. Commando picking up a ton of kills, and yeah, the Kit Fox just got cored. What was in the center torso? About that. So we don't have replacement gear for that. That's a problem. Maybe we can get our hands on replacement gear. So, yeah, there's an AC-20 we're not going to take. AP Gauss rifle we're not going to take because I need stuff in the, you know, engine department. So, how much Endo Clan do I have? I have one, so we're good with that. Fusion cores. I need one of these. I also am going to need ferrofibrous, which I already have one, so we're good with that. Mask I'm going to grab just because it's a mask. Yeah, unfortunately, the biggest thing that we're missing is a Clan XL engine. So unless I get that for free on the mech because it's locked in, we're a bit in trouble. But hey, maybe we can get something good going. There was also an ATM-9, which I'm kind of tempted to grab just as a swap out. Could grab the AMS for the clan, but I believe this is a ballistic version. AMS anti-missile system uses... yeah, this is the ballistic version, which I'm not particularly interested in. There were 4 Viper Eagle parts, 3 Shadowhack parts, a single Incubus part, because apparently we completely gutted them, and then a whole bunch of Ice Rare parts, but nothing enough to build anything. So we're going to stay focused on stuff. ER large lasers, we've been somewhat collecting them. We have 2 of them at this point. ER smalls, and ER PPC, which does 60 damage, but also 55 heat, which, honestly, I think we'd be better off taking more heavy large lasers. A quantity of medium lasers and a medium pulse laser. Active probe is an interesting pick. It really is, because I don't have any, and it could serve as a useful replacement. Grab another engine core, maybe. Maybe grab that 140. Let's grab that 140, just in case. I'm going to need fusion cores. Lock it in. So we picked up a Cicada part, an Ice Ferret part, an Incubus part, as well as a Vapor Eagle part. So if we run into another Vapor Eagle and blow out his engines, we can steal the entire thing. This guy trained for the surface... trained on the surface of the sun. He does no issue to him. Indeed, Kickerbs, indeed. Glad you could join us for round 2 of our stream. Alright, so we are reasonably happy with this gear. Not super happy, but hopefully that'll be good enough in order to rebuild the mech. We can take a lower level mission, I think, at a slightly reduced capability for all Dikesh, just in order to keep ourselves rocking and rolling, because we are starting to get a little bit on the edge of being able to afford to live, which is obviously not a good thing. Especially because we're on one of the few planets that actually does have sort of the level of difficulty we're looking for. So they're bringing mechs that are heavier than us, but we still can kind of fight them and take them. Mainly because we come out with somewhat moderately clever strategies. So I'm really interested to see what the repair is going to be on this, on the Kit Fox. Because it's an Omnimech, and Omnimechs have already mandated parts. So does it mean that I can't lose those parts, and they can forever be repaired easily? Well, if not easily, just repaired without replacement? Because if that's the case, then the Kit Fox, fine. But if it's not, then I've got to rebuild the Kit Fox. 21 days to repair the mech. Yes, let us do it. And that's mostly going to be the Kit Fox. Which, actually it's not. 7 days to fix the Kit Fox? Are you kidding me? Amazing. Alright, so I need the Kit Fox done first. I need the Cougar done as well. The Commando took some penetrating hits, but it didn't actually break anything. So this is actually a reasonable order for us to go in. We're 23 days before the end of the month. Unfortunately, we need to pay a little bit more than what we've got. So we're going to roll on 7 days. Get most of our pilots back. Stop. Links to Fraternity Arclight. Work on the Cougar is complete. And the Cougar does need repairs because it got pretty badly shot up. So it tends to get shot up a lot, but in this case, we might be able to fix it. You got a grab bag of mech parts? Wait, I did? Let me double check. Oh, you just mean the random parts that we got? Yeah. So this will take us 1 day and about 1,000 C-bills. Other than that, it is mostly intact. But Jesus, is it a cooker? I mean, it just boils. I'm really becoming tempted to see if we can put something else onto it, because at the end of the day, the combination of weapon systems is kind of too hot to actually make work. Let's see, do I have any... I have an active probe, but I don't want to put that in him. Omnipod arm lower. He doesn't need him, he's already got him. Armor, no. Targeting systems. Call shot bonus, minus... yeah, that's what we want, the Nova. I think I want to put the Nova in here. I mean, I could put the enhanced imaging in here, but I don't think it's all... well, it is just a flat +2 gunnery, which is 5% increase, I believe. So, but the Nova will be a 15% heat decrease on these large pulses. That should allow us to continue to engage just a little bit more aggressively, which I think will be somewhat useful. Like actually, yeah, we're fixing it, don't worry. So this will take us a single day, and 2,500 Seabills could turn into an ECM mech. I don't think I actually have the electronic countermeasure system in order to make that work. So make sure that you are up here, so you'll be next. Actually, what I should do is should put the commando up, because I'm going to need him very shortly. Shouldn't have had him so far down the list. So, Kid Fox is done. Stop. Alright, let's go see what we need to do to fix this Kid Fox. Lasers, AMD, and a big electric probe. I didn't think I had all that. Alright, Kid Fox. Can I fix you? I mean, there's the hole that clearly got punched. Fix. So I lost the double heatsink kit and a double heatsink. So I can modify the heatsinks on these things. But I do get to keep the Pharaoh, the Endo, and the engine core, as well as the XL engine. That actually is both really good and really bad. So we have a bit of a problem now. Because I do not have a double heatsink kit at all. At least I don't think I do. I've got double heatsinks, but I just don't have the kit for it. So this needs to come out, and this needs to come out. That puts us at a precise 30 tons. But I need to replace it with 3 heat sinks. Now, where is my heat efficiency on this? It's got to be 30 for 79. Care about surprise bankruptcy? Not super concerned about it just yet. So this would be a little bit too hot. How much are these LRMs dealing with me? 23 hit, 43 hit, plus the 5 is... Where's that 5? That's right there. Plus the 5 is another nut. So, 46... plus 9. Yeah, we boil every time we fire these LRMs, and that would not be good. I mean, we can turn the ER medium laser. In fact, I'm going to rip this thing clear out. I don't need it. We don't need it. We're also going to rip this LRM out. And how many LRMs do I actually get? I have 120 shots. That's 240. 240 divided by is 8. So I do need this 3rd ton. But I don't need these tons. Well, maybe this. Maybe this is what we need. 4 tons of ammunition would give me 480. So 48 divided by 3 is a lot of shots. Try for the Gauss rifle. That's cool. I could try and throw a Gauss rifle on something. So this gives me 3 tons. This also reduces my heat down to 49. So give me the heat sinks to fill out the mech. Right there. That gets me straight to a 30. And then I can start adding in heat sinks. Oh, not that one. I'm out of heat sinks. That's not good. Oh, I may have to go to the store to buy heat sinks. How terrible would that be? So my heat efficiency now is 33 for 49, which is not horrific. And that would give me 2 tons to armor. Which I'm not opposed to. Now, clan LRMs mean that I can get close in order to use them, which is a pretty nice bonus, but... if I just maxed armor, yeah, we'll be looking at a very interesting setup. Give me 30 in the back. You can go to 35, you can go to 80, 60, 60, go to 35, 35. Let's not be stingy with the leg armor too much. After all, we don't want to die. So we're 29.8 tons. Give me a little bit more armoring on the arms. Not quite that much. So, can't quite manage 45 on both of them. What I'll do is that. So 40 for the arms. This will improve our survivability quite a bit, hopefully. The legs are vulnerable, obviously, but we're going to hopefully avoid getting shot in the legs. Can't guarantee that, but it's what we'll aim for, and we need to be on the lookout for a double heatsink kit, because that is now critical to keeping our mechs running. Our heat efficiency has gone for 33 of 49, which is a 16. We can shoot 1.5 times. So, not great. Actually, hang on. You are a ballistic mech. I mean, theoretically, you're a ballistic mech. So these are 2, 4... yeah, there's just not enough tonnage here. 5, 6, 7, 8 tons. And then, of course, I could pull off one more. So, 9 tons spare. If I went, let's see, another 10 tons. And this is 11 tons. Yeah, I don't have the tonnage for this, unfortunately. You got 39 on the head. Oh, yeah, good point. Go up to 40. Get 45. God, I want 45. Because headshots are deadly. So generally I don't trim from the head. The head is a little bit dangerous. Fortunately, I don't think we have the tonnage in order to do what I really want to do, which would be to put a Gauss rifle on it. It's just not quite there. It is a light Gauss rifle though, so it weighs, yeah, 12 tons. There's just not quite enough there. But we're definitely keeping our eye out for a mech that can handle that kind of weight. So the Kit Fox is getting ungunned, which is not great. Offering me a Zeus for 1.3 million. What? I launched the game and the shop was like, hey, I heard you want a cheap assault man. It's tempting. Go for it. Go all in on it. You may as well. Alright, so we need, of course, the Kit Fox up here. So this will get us ready to go in 7 days. We'll be able to turn around and pop out another mission, which is great. And the Locust is languishing at the bottom of the tree, which is obviously not ideal. So I need the Commando just basically patched up. We're at a manufacturing world. Yeah, fix it. We lose 40,000, but we don't break anything. And we're already in the hole, but we are going to take a mission which will hopefully give us a lot of cash. Okay, we're done there. Mech Bay, quick check on the Commando. Make sure that thing is ready to rock and or roll, which it appears to be. Alright, just going to double check, make sure nothing's actually broken on it. We do need, of course, to go and buy some Sea-Bills. Buy some Sea-Bills? Earn some Sea-Bills. Really tempted to pull this off just to see what I could build out of it. But no, it's going to stay on there. I need it. The Locust might have one. Rip a double heatsink kit out of it. Although it did take, center core death. Kakurb says, true, I could upgrade the mech bay quickly and leave it in for later. We'll find out. Alright, mech warriors, let's go upgrade our people if they have any upgrades to do. After all, Jester was in the fight. And Jester is ready to upgrade himself. Ooh, you have been nimble, aggressive, and evasive. I want Ace Pilot. That way you can shoot and run away. Makes life a little bit safer for you. Punisher is not ready to level up. T-Bone! T-Bone actually didn't get injured when his mech exploded, which I find to be just ridiculously hilarious. You're going to take Shoot and Scoot as well. That way I can just start blasting and getting on the move. I feel it's a fantastic use of my skills. Punisher is good. Lynx can level up. We'll get him up to a Guts Pilot so he's a little bit less likely to get his head blown off, because we'd like to avoid... You pay 800,000 for those clan mechs? That is a hard start. Yeah, the clan mech rewards you with amazing gear, but also the price of now actually make use of it. And your pilots suck. So, it's an interesting combination of things, which leads the clan start experience to be very different from the Inner Sphere start. Alright, let's do something... Oh, that's so good. It's only 1.5 skull. All of the propaganda is a defend base for 1 million. 4 of 17, 1.5 skulls. I think I can do it. Let's do it. Oh, we're going to work for the clans. We're going to make them happy for us. Full cash on this one. I want a million Cebus. And, my mechs are a little bit weaker. We're defending an urban biome, which hopefully will not give us... Oh, that's the one fear I have. If we have friendly artillery turrets, the last time we had friendly artillery turrets, it was a long time, and it blew the head off of, well, Punisher's mech. So, Punisher might be having bad flashbacks if we get run into the wrong sorts of people. Oh, now this is the great test to see if we actually load in, because the last time we tried doing this, the first stream of the day, we ran into the Infinispinny, well, in perpetuity. Every single time that we tried to take on a second mission, it would not work. Which is obviously not ideal, as we would want to make them work properly. But with any luck, things will be working out now that we are on hotfix number 2. But yeah, so the start is definitely interesting. It's very different from the way that we normally play. Actually, no, in terms of firepower, it's very similar to the way that I used to like to play, where it was very mobile firepower oriented, didn't have so much in the way of punchiness, mainly because most of my early starts never had punch bots. I only had one campaign where I actually started with a mech that could punch somebody in the face, and it was glorious the first time we had it. But we're kind of used to having to run units that don't even have that option. I think we're stuck on an Infinispinner. That is unfortunate. Oh. So we're going to have to restart the entire game again. Artillery AoE can't hit the heads anymore, can still get a direct hit, but it's very hard for a stray shot. Well, we have seen stray shots completely obliterate and gut our enemies before. Oh no, I think it's working. Oh yes, it's an urban biome, duh! We have to remember that urban biomes take extra time to reload. So there is that. So it looks like it could actually be working. Which, if that's the case, then awesome! Hotfix 2 fixed whatever problem we were having. So that is lovely. Very happy to hear that. Hoping it works anyway. But yeah, so where was I? Totally lost my train of thought. Huh. Oh yeah, the fact that the AI has been supporting us quite heavily in most of our battles at this point. They keep blasting their friends, causing hellacious amounts of damage. I believe it was in the first stream they killed an ice ferret that was theirs. Like we didn't have to do much of anything to it before they blew it apart. And it was a hilarious use of the equipment. Just because stray shots are working, and I don't think the AI quite understands. Wait a second, if I have to shoot that guy and my dude's in the way, do you think there could be a problem with this? That is, of course, the worry. Still loading. I'm hoping it's working. Because it's not zipping super fast, the Infinispinner. So that has me with some hope. And, you know, it paused the one time, telling us it was loading assets. So I hope if I keep on waffling on, it'll keep on working and I won't have to restart the entire game. Because that would just be irritating. So unfortunate. No, I think we may be stuck with instability. I'm going to give it a little longer. It is an urban biome, so again, the city maps take a lot longer to load for rather obvious reasons. We have a lot more things to actually put on the field, mainly, you know, tall skyscrapers, lots of cars that can explode, pretty much every single one of them, which feels like a little bit of an odd choice if you're trying to optimize the game for somewhat lower end systems. You don't want to be creating a system where, unfortunately, you've got 8 bajillion things on screen, which all are dynamic and can blow up in massive particle effects. Yeah, I think we got an Infinispinner. That is unfortunate. So we will, of course, Alt F4, pop over here. So we're going to have to reset right away once again, which is a bit unfortunate. I'm not super happy about it, but we will get things rocking and rolling in short order. At least that's the plan. Can't guarantee for it, but we're certainly going to give it the good old college try. At least, you know, cross your fingers. And also, before that actually happens, we're going to come in here and we're just going to rip our logs clean out before everything. Worried about the loading? Yeah, so was I. I think it went bad, which is unfortunate on many ways. So, unfortunately, it did not fix it. I'm going to go grab my logs real quick and rip them out so they can't be, you know, overwritten and destroyed. So that way I can sort of resubmit them and say, hey, I'm on the newest hotfix, and it's still not working. Please save me. Battletech data. Give me the... There it is. The output log. Copy. Paste to desktop. I hate putting things on my desktop. I'm one of those people who will completely clean up their desktop so there's literally nothing on it. Because I think that it looks much nicer if you've got sort of like... How do I describe it? Like it's a picture instead of just a cluttered mess. The irony is that my work computer is the complete opposite, with quick links all over the place. Mainly because, because I need super quick access to things. Whereas when I'm at home, you can chill, you can relax, you can have a good time with it. And we're also going to grab that just in case they need that. Okay, there we go. So now we will start restarting the game. Let us rock and roll. Every time this Jaguar are so impressive and so simple. 2 autocannon, light PPC, and some missile? I'm not quite sure what mech you're talking about, but it does sound kind of interesting. So, twin autocannon. I would hope at least AC5 class. Could be, AC10 would be better. Ultra autocannon's even better. Oh, it's so good. Light PPCs, I'm not really sold on light PPCs. We tried using them in a previous campaign, in a previous version of RogueTech, so it may have completely changed. But a previous version of RogueTech, when we tried to use the light PPCs, they were an okay assistant, but really the silver bullet gauss was the whole focus of the mech. It was a bushwhacker with 2 light PPCs and a silver bullet, and it did some pretty interesting things when it got right next to you. So I didn't think that the light impairment effect from the PPCs was all that useful. Didn't feel like it anyway. But by that point, we were fighting more difficult enemies at the time. It was a little bit of a rough fight. But in tabletop, too, I look at light PPCs and wasn't super enthusiastic about it. But Sprogue was starting to build a couple of mechs with me, just sort of as a thought experiment. And he really latched on to the light PPC, as apparently he thought it was a fairly excellent combination of heat, tonnage, and damage. So I can't really get past the fact that it is basically just an extended range medium laser that doesn't do much more than that. Jaguar on waiting screen, I'll be right back. Oh, the Ebon Jag. The Cauldronborn, yeah. The Cauldronborn is badass. So, pair of, I think they're large lasers? No, that's how the Ebon Jags are normally kitted out in MWO. You give yourself a pair of large lasers up on that shoulder there, and then that's about it, really. Use it as a large laser sniper. It works out pretty good. But no, the Ebon Jag in this is twin Gauss rifles. So twin Gauss rifles, an LRM 10 pack, and 2, I believe they're medium lasers, but they might be medium pulse. So I don't quite remember fully what the Jag set up, but I can recognize the twin Gauss rifles for sure. I'm a huge fan of Gauss rifles in tabletop, I think, and also in this. Gauss rifles are just amazing because they're incredibly long range AC-10s basically, and then you start getting things like silver bullet Gausses and they can just rip through stuff quick. They basically became the cornerstone of our entire company for, I believe it was Starburst Sardaukar? No, not Starburst Sardaukar. What was the one after that? The one we did just before this. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if anybody in the chat actually watches my normal YouTube content, but we had a campaign shortly before that. I'm trying to remember what it was. But we used a whole bunch of mechs with silver bullet Gausses that we kept picking up because we would keep running missions against pirates. Always loved Gauss rifles before. Yeah, the only time I haven't liked Gauss rifles is MechWarrior Online's current implementation of them, where they have that load up time, which is just so frustrating. Because like this does not feel like a nimble, aggressive weapon. It feels like, okay, now shoot. I don't really like weapons that have a spin up. Although by which I mean spin up for a single shot, because the racks are fantastic. I don't mind the fact that racks have a spin up time to work with. But yeah, in tabletop where you don't have to worry about that, they just feel so powerful. Because, what, 15 damage is it the Gauss rifle causes in tabletop, I believe? And then in this, it should be around 70, 75. The light Gauss that we have only does 50 damage, which, you know, that's basically a little lighter than AC-10 damage in-game, which, not ideal. But it is only 12 tons, so... by only 12 tons. Normal AC-10 is going to run you also 12 tons, so it's basically an AC-10, except in Gauss form. Although then you can get your hands on an LBX, and the LBXs are 11 tons, and those are where the fun are. Oh, you can check? That's awesome. I do not yet have a Gauss... well, I have the light Gauss rifle, so there is that. Yeah, they are so much fun. Can't wait to get into more of the clan heavy mechs. We're going to be getting through quite a lot of this clan campaign, although this will obviously be slowed down by this little loading glitch that we're having, which is incredibly frustrating, if I'm completely honest. Maybe there's other way. I'm going to try a reinstall at some point. I'll probably rip things apart, although I do need to, you know, start recording for the normal campaign, which, according to the poll, is most likely going to be a pirate campaign. So we're going to be going from the straight-laced clanners to a loose group of Yar, we're pirates here. Which ought to be an interesting combination of things. 70 damage, that's nice. It's more damage than the AC-5. I would have been... I think it's the silver bullets that were 75 then? Because, okay, bankruptcy is of course projected, so we're going to rip and roll on a brand new contract. We're going to go to Holovid Propaganda. We're going to defend the base, and we're going to take it for all the monies that we could possibly get. And we're going to bring our recently weakened mech. So unfortunately, the Kit Fox is not nearly as dangerous as it used to be. The Cougar, on the other hand, should be a little bit chiller, which hopefully will help, but we are now on an urban biome instead of an Arctic biome, which means he is now also going to have problems. Maybe we can keep this mech going. But yeah, definitely needed that Nova targeting computer. The minus 15% to the pulse lasers should help keep things mostly intact. It's going to be an interesting campaign. Yar, mate. Stand to, you scurvy dogs. And welcome to another episode of RogueTech. I'm your host, Captain Terak. Yeah, we're going to stop that one at some point, because otherwise some people might run up and try and punch me in the face for trying that exit. Alrighty, we are Yar. Yes, Yar. Although, you know, pirates with battle mechs is a rather terrifying prospect once you stop to think about it. So 0 of 1 priority salvage kinda sucks, but it's the 1.139 million C-bills that we came here for. We're coming here for money. We're going to be total mercenary despite being clan. That is one thing that is really kind of irritating, is the fact that we can't field clan stars and there's not much that can be done about it right now. Like, Harebrained Schemes comes back and said, yeah, we don't think that you should have multiple lances. It gets too bogged down, too confusing. Can you at least give us the capability so it can be modded in? Like, that would just be acceptable. A little Irish accent. Kind of surprised you never go up one notch for salvage. Just getting one priority pick is huge when there's one CXL or something. I hate that. I'm an all or nothing kind of guy. I think I've only like once or twice ever done a moderate salvage. I kind of am on the philosophy, go hard in on one thing and make that thing your point. Pumpy thinks that my shower didn't make me clean enough. She thinks I'm too clean, don't smell like dog. See, that's the thing. It doesn't think you smell like dog and need to be remade to smell like dog. That's how cats work too. Oh, you've taken a shower? Let me go rub up against you and get the scent back on. But they're adorable when they do it, so we accept it. Alrighty, let's drop down and actually save this little base. We're gonna have a good time. Unless, of course, you know, T-Bone gets his center torso annihilated again. I don't think I've ever actually done a base defense on an urban map before. And we've been playing Urban Warfare for quite some time. So, alright, let's pull on back. I don't know where the enemy's coming from. It's your all building. Where's the Vanguard? There's the Vanguard. Okay. Let's go out to meet him. Punisher!
Talk to me.
Ooh, that's a wall that you can't get around. Actually, no, your Arctic Cheetah totally can. I mean, it would be incredibly aggressive to try. But no, I'm going to sprint. Sprint, we'll get up here, we'll start laying down the long-range firepower, I think. Worst comes to worst, it can always jump even further.
Roger.
Give it a beat. It's just blowing up everything on its way through. We have identified a Clint. Great. Even in clan space, I can't get away from the bloody Clint. I hate the Clint. I have come to despise the Clint. It is just
What can I do for you?
everything wrong with the universe. Mainly because it's also Panther. I do have problems with the fact that it's a placeholder still.
On my
Don't
way.
judge me. Okay, judge me all you want, but I don't like the placeholder Clint. I'm not a huge fan of the Panther in general, so when I see it as Clints and the Clints show up bloody everywhere, I become, ugh, why? Oh, a piranha. It's a piranha. It's from the Amazon.
Standing by.
Hey, Dama, can you actually, you know, be effective this time? That's all I ask of you. I don't ask you to do anything crazy. Oh, that would be beautiful if you could get that long-range shot. We are under the ECM umbrella and a 51% chance of being accurate with the pulse lasers. I like it very much. Fire everything. Oh, we've structure exposed him. And we've blown up a double heatsink. And we tore off his foot and his lower arm and his shoulder. Just popping up all the effects onto him. Now, the Commando can't go up there because the Commando has no real ability to get down from there. So he's just going to go around the corner and get under the ECM umbrella. Open fire with the ATMs, give him a little bit of love, and a very little bit of love is what he was granted. Although it was penetrating hits. So eventually we can hopefully, you know, break him. I made a new Clint that's being reviewed. Might make it as a pirate Clint. I'll give you a hint. It's called the Dire Clint.
I've got
That could be so many things. You don't even know. Can I kill this guy? I think I can kill this guy. Let's shift down over here. Say hello. Large. Aha! It worked. I love this heavy large laser. It kind of makes me wish that I had a Hellfire just to enjoy it even more. Purely because Hellfire's... I'm trying to remember what the original name of the Hellfire was. Because the Hellfire was put back into service in order to test and design the clan heavy large lasers. And they used a previous mech, and I cannot remember for the life of me the name of it off the top of my head. But basically that big cannon that's on the chest of the Hellfire, yeah, that was basically the entire mech was built around testing that gun. And it's heavy large laser. Hello, Cicada, you've got a lot of pulse lasers, and I don't have as much evasion as I'd like. Oh, I see penetrating hits. Oh no, you're shooting the building. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you can do that. I mean, oh yeah, the AI is going to be stupid about it, aren't they? Pop up behind him. Okay, not that close. We want to give a little bit more range so that we can get to other angles to shoot him in the back.
Heading out.
Hello, my brother. Hello, my friend. Hello, my pal. And structure exposed. Double heat sinks destroyed. I don't know if I'm blowing up 2 double heat sinks or just we're getting the repeat message a lot.
Wow, that was bad.
It was bad. And hopefully you can atone for your sins. Can I sprint down here? No, that's not going to happen. I really shouldn't be focusing too much on this. But I think Adama wants to kill it. What are you? You're fire... Oh, crap. No, you're a fire starter. We'll have to deal with the fire starter as it comes, and we're going to basically want to mob it. We'll give him good old-fashioned mob justice. Shut that off. Fire everything else.
Engaging with target.
And shoulder destroyed, foot destroyed, but he's not dead.
Take that.
That's a pirate attempt to make a dire star with light rifles. But the point of the dire star with PPCs, that feels very odd. Oh, the AI got smarter. He's just continuing to blow up the building despite the fact I shot him. So that's not good. Okay, Chester.
Commander.
Yeah, you're just gonna kill him. I mean, you're right there, and he's right there, and you're all a group together, so why don't you wipe him off the face of the map, please? There you go. Gone. And I think I blew up his heatsink kit, which is unfortunate, because I kind of needed it. Alright, we've got the Clint maneuvering way off in the distance. Punisher! I need your Arctic Cheetah. And we're going to pop up here. Going to say hi. It's not the greatest accuracy ever, and he does, of course, have that big Gauss rifle. Like they fit a Gauss rifle on a light mech. It's crazy and a bit of a problem. Now, it's the only thing he's got, and if we blow it up, we'll be in a great position. But other than that, duck, Commando! Chester is just so lucky. It's almost unfunny, but it's hilarious. T-Bone!
Waiting
Yeah. Let's get you right in behind this guy. With all of your alarms. If I got a little bit further away, would you be somewhat happier with me? No, you wouldn't. Okay, so it's just going to be a bad day all around. Okay, get behind him. Find a releasium umbrella and fire everything you got. Okay, not as effective as I'd like to be. The Lynx can't do anything about it. Well, the Lynx really kind of can't do anything about it. Okay, sprint. We got to get you on the move to hopefully engage somebody else. Yeah, we're going to get you a little love, so hopefully you won't shoot too much. I'll just fire the one LRM. I don't have to hit him, I just have to, you know, shoot at him in order to make him understand, hey, wait a second, people are trying to kill me. Alright, and here come the reinforcements.
I'm picking up a new sensor
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Picked up a new group of signals. Enemy fighters heading your way. Bob in behind the fire starter. Say hello. Hello!
Taking a shot.
Gyro destroyed, apparently. I wish. If his gyro had been destroyed, he'd be dead. Comes back to me. Punisher.
Got your back.
Alright, so Punisher is going to bounce down right on here. And he's going to shoot him in the back with a heavy large laser. And if we're lucky, it'll kill him. If we're not, he'll still be there.
Giving him everything I've got.
Okay, we weren't lucky. We did manage to blow up the building, but his Gauss rifle still exists, and I'm not happy about it. T-Bone,
Commander?
you're going to stand still. I know, crazy, but I think you've got him. Just need you to not die. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we took that out. And I think we may have saved the Gauss rifle. Lovely. We blew up the ammunition for the Gauss rifle, but we saved the Gauss rifle.
Getting pretty hot
And
here,
he's starting to get a
Commander.
little bit toasty. Yes, Tatsili has 2 center social armor. That could be a bit of a problem. I definitely need to give you a line of sight on somebody. Where is those reinforcements that the enemy is coming up with? Because I'm a bit concerned. I mean, not hugely concerned, but a bit. If I sprinted, could I get a direct line of sight? Not quite. So if I sprint, I can get that, but if I walk, I can get that exact same target, so no big pickup there. Hi, buddy, from the high ground. Large pulse lasers, structure exposed, ouch, lower leg destroyed, head hit, pilot injured, lovely, and he does the Panther thing. So he's not having the bestest of days, which is exactly what my plan was. And the Clint is maneuvering quite aggressive. Oh, wow. Nailed us with that one. Where did that hit? Oh, right torso. That was quite painful.
Good to go.
Alright, let's get the Kid Fox on the move, and maybe I can provide a little bit of long-range fire support on this one. Can I just see him from here? I can, but I am boiling. So we'll shut off one of our devices, and maybe give him a little bit of long-range firepower support.
Got it.
Have some fun! Okay, we got a couple of hits. And he's stressed! That's exactly what I want to see. And we'll get him on the move.
Moving to position.
Alright, the Lynx will engage once more. Do I want to get to the... I do want to get to the side, but... I don't want to stand still and let that ballistic shoot me. Because I have fears of ballistics shooting me at this point. If I sprint, can I get in the water? No, I can't. But I can get right up close and personal with him. Which would be... fairly decent accuracy regardless. Yes, it's the Clint. We love our Clints, don't we? Time to cook this sucker. And double heatsink destroyed, engine destroyed, but apparently not. And arms have been damaged. Good, he didn't manage to shut off this time. He may have to punch next round, but he's working on it. You are way over the line. Jester, can you actually get over here? I mean, you're a fairly quick mech, but you ain't that quick. Where is the reinforcing support enemies coming from? Because I'm a little concerned that I don't see them. Alright, we're going to get on the move, I think. And there's the Kid Fox. I can be next to him shortly. I don't know where the enemy's coming from. That's the biggest concern.
Roger.
Zoom.
Speed.
And brace. Punisher.
Talk to me.
Punisher will also sprint. Arctic Cheetah being so very quick. So very quick that it can actually get a line of sight on this Clint. That's what we're going to do.
Roger.
Okay, can I fire the laser? I cannot. I can fire a medium laser to help out, but I can't fire the heavy large.
Locked on target.
Unfortunately, he missed both times, which is very unfortunate. I was very hoping to nail him with that heavy large laser. It would have been beautiful. Gonna have to wait for next turn. He's gonna be moving at 11 because he took quite a nasty hit, but somebody's moving at 15, and I don't know where they are. No, seriously, where did the enemy come from? Oh, they're coming from the south. Right. That's a problem. Because we went the wrong direction. Okay, a little bit of fire coming down on the Arctic cheetah, but the Arctic cheetah is perfectly fine. It is nimble, it is quick, and it is darn near impossible to catch. So I need to somehow get up there. Clint is maneuvering again, going to fire with that barrel cannon, and nailed the cougar in the back.
That shot got past my armor.
Yeah. I was really hoping he wouldn't maneuver quite so efficiently. Got 9 health left. Punisher,
Got your back.
I need you to kill him. I need you to dig deep and go beyond what anyone thought was possible. Okay, first you gotta get close so you can dig deep. I mean, these are prerequisites. I don't make the rules, we just enforce them. Okay, heavy large laser on. This one to off. No, we'll keep it fully on. Alpha strike him! That's why we alpha striked him. To tear off his leg. Alright, so he's now suffering even more. And he's panicking! Are you gonna eject now that you're on the ground? Override successful. Knocked down, another pilot injury.
Got something you want
Okay, so we've got to maneuver back over in this direction. Sprint! I wish I could jump, but I don't have the capability at the moment. This commando was not designed with that in mind. I think it can move through this. Go back in this direction. Oh, I see a target. Hi, it's a scorpion. Fire! Fire everything! We ran headlong into a scorpion. It's not exactly the safest place to be at the moment. You're going to spin around and immediately start to engage. Your accuracy is going to be terrible, but that's kind of to be expected. Actually, no, your accuracy is not as terrible as I thought. Fireball! Give some love with your recently down there heat sinks. I know.
my heat.
Oh, you're gonna pull an Adama on this one. That's how it's gonna be.
Gotta shut down.
We're gonna have to make it work better then. So we've identified 3 targets. One's a Turhan APC, so I'm not super worried about that one. I do worry about the Clint though. I want to kill him. Although Adama should have no trouble wiping him out, right? Although Adama can't shoot, can he? Scorpion's gonna back away a little bit, which is exactly what I want to see. Lynx! Target, not you. Actually, yeah, we're gonna have to maneuver around, which is unfortunate. I think I want to place myself in a position where I won't get shot at from behind. So we'll do our very best. High, center torso, core him out. Shut off these. It's not enough. If I must throw myself over the line and risk a chance of shutting down and exploding, I may as well go all in on it. Okay, we got it. Now do we die? That's the real question. There's an 8% chance this mech just explodes. And it didn't shut down either. There was greater than a 1 in 4 chance of that. Okay, so at least we're operating on that one. The Vanguard is dead. We've got 5 more rounds to survive, and we've got a couple of vehicles to take care of. If we manage to keep them from blowing up the building... Actually, no, they already did, so we can't get that bonus. Oh, the buildings are not in great shape whatsoever.
Orders.
The Lynx just needs to chill. That's the simple fact of the matter. So what the Lynx is going to do is the Lynx is going to start running towards the combat.
Understood. Moving fast.
But now it's just going to chill out. Let all that heat go. Punisher! Punisher has a similar problem, but Punisher can maneuver much faster and get a little bit closer. But is also going to chill, because we need to get these mechs back under control. T-Bone! T-Bone has a little bit of problem with heat as well, because he shut down with it. But now he's back online.
Getting pretty hot in here, Commander.
Seriously, it doesn't shed heat anymore? I spent an entire turn not doing anything. Okay, what do I got? I got a Prowler multi-terrain vehicle. It's a 55-ton vehicle of some description, which I'm not particularly familiar with, so we're just going to run in as close as we can.
Let's go.
And nail it. Okay, 2 energies and 2 missiles. You are 2 ballistics and 2 energies, and you're the Scorpion that I started hunting, and I think you have some sort of cannon of some description. 2 potentially 36 damage to your nose. That might rip through your forward armor, then I need a fairly decent follow-up. But that might kill you. Fire. Okay, didn't kill you. We stopped a little bit short on killing you because of the spread of damage. Yeah, it's spread out all over the place, but I think I'm going to chase down this Scorpion. Probably should attack the multi-terrain vehicle just because to keep him from shooting the buildings. But we're already down away from the idea of being able to save all of the buildings. We only need to save some of them. And we're going to be paid 1.1 million C-bills. Not going to get any of the cool stuff and the stuff we blew up, but I'm not super worried. Oh, never mind. He doesn't care. Alright, so the Kit Fox has been shot. Not ideal. Yeah, the leg is now exposed, and we don't want to lose that leg because that leg contains ammunition, which explodes. There goes another building. And the Prowler. Please don't shoot my shit. Okay, that works somewhat. We're running out of buildings, though, to fall back on. Jester!
Standing by.
Okay, so Jester, I really want to kill this tank, because this tank is going to come in with those ballistics. And he's going to hurt some building. So let's wipe out the tank. Hi, goodbye, Scorpion. Okay, it's dead. Everybody is dead in there. Not a single survivor has come out of that thing alive. T-Bone!
Waiting for orders.
T-Bone needs to break something. He could step on something, which is not the worst use. Each one potentially does 60 damage from doing 40, but I need accuracy. If you just stood still and you fired at people, you have a great chance to hit. You just cook yourself alive. So obviously not ideal. So obviously we're going to have to just get in there and we're going to stomp on somebody. So we're going to run right up here, get to the side, give him a little bit of a boot. Hey, we hit him. Structure exposed as well. Ooh. If I can bring another... And we target acquired. So, the Lynx. Can the Lynx possibly get there in time? I don't think the Cougar is capable of getting quite to that location in the nick of time. Yeah, no, not quite. 21%, but we will get there as of next turn. But we can lob a little bit of long-range missile fire. Structure exposed. Ooh, we got his propulsion systems. Not that it matters. He's already going to fire in position. Can I get the Arctic Cheetah in range to shoot? I can make it fly to get into range. What's actually broken on you? It is that right side, so I do want to be there. Jump! Hi. I have the high ground.
I'm leaving.
It's dangerous to be up here, but we're gonna do it. You're mediumly off. Fire!
I'm firing on the enemy.
There we go. We killed the multi. Now we just got the Turhan APC and the Pegasus. I don't think the Pegasus can kill a building around, but it might be. I mean, it does have a lot of SRMs. We're running out of buildings here. Okay, and the Turhan is going to do nothing. Lovely. T-Bone!
Commander?
Yeah, what you're going to do is you're going to turn around and you're just going to fill this thing full of so many LRMs that it doesn't know what's about to happen to it.
All weapons are go.
And heat sink destroyed. We got to the core, but he's not
Critical hit,
dead.
Commander.
So, Punisher.
How can I help?
Punisher's actually in a position to just stand still and shoot. Punisher also in a position to engage? No, he's not. So, in that case, we're just going to stand still and shoot.
Aye, aye.
Well, I fired everything, just in case. Yeah, just sit there. You're good. Override successful, and we'll be able to bring in Jester, hopefully, to clean this up. Yes, we're going to be shooting through a friend. I think we've got it.
Targeting for an outpost.
Oh, look at that. Managed to avoid all of that, and there it goes. So we're down to just the Pegasus, and the Pegasus is going to get 2 more rounds of shooting. I don't know if he can kill the buildings or not. Thanks! You're going to shoot. Actually, you're going to sprint, and then you're going to shoot. I gotta go this way if I want to get to him. I think the only one who has any chance at all of trying to get him is the Arctic Cheetah, and we would have had to start 2 turns ago to try and get to him. Managed to nail with a couple of missiles. Alright, enemy turn, phase 9. Come back in my direction, please. He did. Oh, he heard me talking crap about him. Alright, jump! There is no ammunition on board this thing. So I have no problems with just shooting over and over and over. It'll even draw fire. Right? Light tag, heavy, medium. Yeah, there's no ammunition to set off. Just keep on shooting. And bringing down the house. Shutdown override successful. He is rolling this Arctic Cheetah like it's nobody's business. If I can kill him, I can get, bonus cash. But he is a Pegasus, so hitting him might be easier said than done. Although we do have an ATM. Okay, a couple more hits on the scout from mostly the ATMs. And T-Bone! T-Bone, are you going to get a direct line of sight? Can I run you into direct line of sight? I absolutely can. It's only a 12%, but hey, we're gonna fire it.
Commencing alpha strike.
Maybe I'll get super lucky and mystically, magically. Oh, he's exposed. I do have a chance.
Critical hit, Commander.
I have a chance.
Getting pretty high.
Lynx,
Ready for orders.
you need... Oh, he can get a direct line of sight without sprinting.
On my way.
It's all up to you. Come on, take him down. Got him. On the last turn, we got him.
Move attack.
So good job, team. That was a hell of a way to fight the enemy. So we took a pretty rough hit on the Kit Fox, but that's kind of to be expected. The legs were quite weak, and even moderately accurate shots to those legs are causing pretty major problems. 35 armor on them is not great. It's not designed to be a frontliner, but we keep using it in that way. Contract pay went up by 10% and decreased by 10%. Oh, so they penalize you now if all the stuff doesn't happen. We still made over 1 million C-bills, which will make us quite comfortable. And the Kit Fox is the only thing that really needs repairs. Commando, I think, is untouched. The R2 Cheetah was untouched. Yeah, the Cougar and the Kit Fox were both the ones that only got dented a little bit. But other than that, not bad at all. And we got a Firestarter part, so that's always lovely. The more Firestarter parts, the closer we get to maybe risking getting a clan Gauss rifle, which is lighter than the average Gauss rifle, if I recall correctly, which would be lovely to have. Oh, I want my hands on it. I want my hands on it bad, because it would be awesome. So, not bad at all. I was getting kind of afraid that we were not going to be able to kill them in time, but then that Pegasus turned around and came right back for us, and I was like, really? Well, thank you for playing right into my hands. It worked out lovely. Feeling very happy with that. So, clan mechs are definitely, though, a lot more expensive. Like, this amount of cash that we're currently spending on upkeep was about the amount of cash that I was spending on upkeep when I was at very late game Inner Sphere. Again, previous versions, so the rebalancing of all that may have changed things, but clans do not get things cheap. They are quite the difficult one until you get yourself fully situated in them. I still don't feel fully situated playing as the clans right now. Only 4 days and 30,000, so I think we still kept over that 1 million C-bills. So that'll keep us nice and happy for the next finances. And the Commando? Nah. Because that would take us 3 days. Commando's just going to have to sit out on the edge. Also, the Cougar and the Kit Fox are the ones that might need repairs. So give me 3 days repair. Actually, first I need to check to see if I have any internals that got critted. They did not. Oh, they're tough. I mean, they're taking penetrations through the armor, but they're not getting critted to the point where they need to die. So, if I wanted to, what could I do? The large pulse lasers are pretty fun. It's 12 tons right there. So if I dumped both of my large pulse lasers, I could get myself a single Gauss rifle. I don't think that's worth it, if I'm completely honest. I'm also tempted to drop this. That's 6 tons of LRMs right now. I'm also not convinced that I need... Well, I actually do. Because I go through each one of these every 6 rounds. So I've got 12 rounds of LRMs basically right here. I really kind of think about... I want to swap something for that light Gauss rifle, but it's just not worth it. Because comparatively, the damage from the Gauss rifle is going to be a grand total of 50. But it's 50 in one place, which, you know, that's really good. Get to put holes in things. But these large pulse lasers are 51 damage, even though it splits it up into 3 different locations. And also, it doesn't look like... Yeah, there's no bonuses to hit anything on the move, whereas the large pulse lasers have +1 accuracy and ignore 1 evasion pip, which is pretty nice. Thumper artillery, obviously not. ER medium lasers, they're kind of toasty, and we're already suffering from toasting problems. Our heat efficiency on this mech is only 60 for 96, which is pretty rough. I mean, we saw just how bad that was really starting to get. I'd like to maybe get some more heat sinks on it, but unfortunately it's already got double heatsink clans. And it's pretty topped off on tonnage, unless I wanted to rip out these LRMs, and that kind of defeats part of the purpose of the mech. I wonder if what's better, LRM 10s or SRMs? Although we can use our LRMs like SRMs, so it's not a huge pickup on that one. Alright, give me another day for the Commando. Patch the armor on that. And we've got all our pilots back. Let's go check to make sure the pilots are ready to rock and roll. And we're probably going to crash again. So, we'll have to figure out something.
Yeah?
Oh, you're leveling up. Lovely. Take the tactics for the initiative bonus. It's very useful. Alright, so, Lynx, did you get anything? You did not. Punisher, did you get anything? You did. Give you another level of gunnery, or I can start going to guts for minus 5% heat generation in general. Your mech isn't all that toasty, if I'm completely honest. Is it +2 initiative? Reduced? No, it just adds in the -1 to range penalty. I think I'll take the guts for the minus to heat generation. I think that'll work out quite nicely. T-Bone! T-Bone's got nothing. And Jester? Jester has nothing. Alright, we're gonna see if we can't take the contract. What do we got left? Capture base. Assassinated 2 skulls would be beyond us. Ambush convoy, 2 skulls, no. Attack and defend, absolutely not. Played one of these before. 5 of 21 might not actually be worth it. It's pretty rough. Straight up 2 skull battle. Nosy neighbors. Take it for a lot of money. If I do that, I'll be in a comfortable position to do more stuff. We really need to start deciding who we want to align with. We've been doing a lot of missions right now for Clan Steel Viper. But if we want to start doing missions for other factions, we're going to have to start building our reputation with them as well. It's against the local pirate organization, so I'm going to take it for cash. I don't think their kit is going to be good enough for me to want to swap over. If we're lucky. I mean, they could be equipped with all clan weapons as well, and I'll be regretting that. But another million Sea-Beals will put me in a fairly comfortable position in terms of not going bankrupt anytime soon, and also puts me in a nice position that if I do somehow get a mech sometime soon, that we can build it without having to worry too much about the cost being outrageous out there. Although one bright side I think I'm gonna notice, and this is just based on the repairs to the kit box that we made, if we manage to get an Omni-Mech to build, most of its internals are mandated. You can't change them anyway, so we don't actually have to find the gear for it, which is pretty nice. So I believe that'll affect several mechs with jump jets, most of the Endo and Pharaoh. Apparently it doesn't affect the heatsink kits, which, at least in MechWarrior Online, it does. But MechWarrior Online is not exactly the greatest way to judge Battletech. Honestly, the better way is just look at the classic Battletech rules, because go back to tabletop is pretty much the entire mantra of this mod. I do anticipate this is going to crash, despite the fact that it currently says that it's loading quite nicely. So, not quite sure if it's going to work or not. Oh, I have hopes. I have hopes that we'll get a second mission in a row that actually works. Hopes and dreams. Dream with me, everyone. Dream with me. That we can live in a world where we can have consecutive missions. Oh, that would be so good. I have hopes. Oh, it's going slowly. That's good. Frozen and slow are exactly what we want for that loading screen. Oh, fast and zippy. Oh, no, not fast and zippy. I think it lost it. Yeah, we've lost it. Almost guarantee. Yep, it's broken. 'Tis busted. So we'll, of course, have to Alt F4 once more. And I'll come back over here and I'll grab my logs again and I'll say, hey, here's 2 logs from crashes that both happened. It's unfortunate, but them's the breaks, it would appear. Just wait for the output log to be updated and regenerated for 841. Because right now it's saying 807, which was the last time we crashed. There it is, 841. So see. New folder. Put it in there. Okay. Paste that one. That's one output log. Then we go, of course, to our Battletech mods. Mod tech. Give me the mod tech log. And finally, go all the way down to the bottom for the cleaned output log, which is somewhere around here. There it is. You, mine, into that folder. Thank you. Okay. Let's jump back right into things. Should probably give you a more beautiful thing to look at, like that gorgeous Cauldronborn. Oh, the Cauldronborn looks so sexy. There are quite a few clan mechs that look way better with their overhauls. Although, I'm completely honest, the overhauls were better to the Inner Sphere than they were to the clans. Because there were a lot of very derpy-looking Inner Sphere mechs that needed just an absolute total rebuilding, and the overhaul that MechWarrior Online brought, which is one of the good things that it did bring, was sort of an updated design. Things like Flying Debris was able to bring out some really, truly great stuff, which you can see now in the Clan Invasion Kickstarter with the mechs that we're seeing from there. Clearly very much influenced by it, and they look so much better. Cauldronborns looked pretty cool. Now they look even more badass, but there were a lot of Inner Sphere mechs that looked really terrible. The one that comes to mind the most for me, personally, is that the Vindicator. Now, the Vindicator, if you look at the old lore, is ugly as all hell. It's just one of the dumbest looking mechs you've ever seen. But the new version that they brought out with MechWarrior Online, if you look at some of the concept art for that, is just such a beautiful quintessential battle mech that I literally, because of that picture in one of the classic Battletech games that I made, I took an entire lance and made it just Vindicators and called it my training lance, just so I could have it as part of things, even though it's a 45-ton mech, and 45-ton mechs are not very good. But yeah, I love the new Vindicator. I think it's absolutely beautiful in the way that they've managed to incorporate a lot of the design elements to it. My only complaint might be the little spindly hand, but the slight inhumanness of some of these mechs is a real draw to me. Yeah, the Cauldronborn, on the other hand, didn't really need much of a facelift. It was always kind of a beautiful mech. Sure, there was some derpiness around the legs in some earlier versions, but nah, she's always been pretty nice. At least, my first introduction to the Cauldronborn, at least, was in MechWarrior 3. And I distinctly recall that a friend of mine, back when we played in Computer Club, a whole bunch of us played MechWarrior 3 multiplayer over LAN, and a friend of mine took a Cauldron-born, and I think he got 2 Ultra AC-20s on board. It might have been Ultra AC-10s, but I think it was Ultra AC-20s. And he could reliably run that mech up to any other mech, and he could blast into it and immediately cause it to fall over, which was hilarious, because he just had the instant way of being able to take control of a battle just by doing that. It's one of the things that ended up inspiring me to continue with just learning my Owens play down to the perfect level. Because what I would do in a lot of those matches, because it was always a sort of a race to see who could come up with the one thing that hadn't been planned for. And one of the big things that came up really early on was Annihilators with Gauss rifles. Because you had a whole bunch of Gauss rifles that caused a ton of damage, and you had 1,000,010 armor, and you could take 0 heat sinks because your Gauss rifles didn't generate an actual heat. So what I ended up doing was I took a Owens, tanked that sucker up with all the flamers I could get on it and an electronic warfare suite, and I'd run up behind all these things and light them on fire, and they'd all explode because you could melt down cores. And when he brought that Cauldron-born out, yeah, it was a lot closer range, but he played sort of around blind corners so he could take advantage of that. But he made me a better Owens pilot because I had to always plan for him. Because the Gauss rifle mechs had trouble aiming down to the little tiny Owens because they were super tall Annihilators, but a Cauldron-born was much more on your level. Sean says, I want to see the Highlander in RogueTech. I guess it's a Gauss rifle on legs. Yup, it is a Gauss rifle on legs, and it is hilarious. And actually, I think, yeah, Shade posted a picture of it up on our Discord in the BattleTech channel. So it looks really cool. If you actually just do a search for Highlander ? Was my response to it, because that's what I thought it was. It was either a Highlander or a Solitaire, and I was reasonably certain it was a Highlander. Oh, just gigantic cannon on legs. And it does an amazing job of it, too, of just being a gun on legs. Mainly because you kind of can't screw that up. You can try, but you'll probably fail. Hollanders are interesting. I'd like to get my hands on some. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to get our hands on them anytime soon, for obvious reasons. So we will go to Command Center contracts. We're taking a straight-up battle for our final mission, Nosy Neighbors. This could go incredibly far south, but I'm kind of counting on the fact that it is the local pirate organization that I can bully, beat, and destroy. It's in and it's cool. Yes, it is. Just got to get our hands on one. But it's an inner sphere mech, so we're probably not going to see one so far out in the middle of clan space. We do need to figure out which faction we want to fight for. So if anybody has any suggestions, so far the only suggestion we've had so far is Sprogue has come up. He wants us to play Clan Cloud Cobra. Mainly because he hangs out with people who are part of a clan that roleplays as Clan Cloud Cobra. So they like, apparently, the Warrior Monk faction quite a bit. I've never had much to do with Clan Cloud Cobra. I've always been an inner sphere player, so this little bout with the clans is an interesting diversion from what I'm normally used to. So for me, it's all bushwhackers and champions. Mostly champions. I love the champions, so cool. And avatars, which are also fairly badass mech. You can tell that most of my introduction to MechWarrior comes from MechWarrior 3. And then from there, it spiraled out into... Oh, crap, no, I take this one for Salvage. Whoops. I meant to take it for cash. There's no real pirate gear that I care about. Sorry. No. That's unfortunate. It's gonna rob me about 700,000 C-bills. Unless I find a couple of extra light engines that I can grab, that's gonna be a bit unfortunate. But we will drop down and annihilate whatever things we actually run into. So there is the hopes and dreams and everything that we bring to the table. There we go. Okay, so the mission begins properly. We don't have to worry about anything. Drop us in, back to the city. The city. You must fight to survive. He sold tortillas on the corner till the mob wanted in. Alright, let's have some fun. Where is the enemy? Off here in the distance. Oh, they're hanging out in the trees. That's clever of them. I don't want you in the trees. Being in the trees makes it more difficult for me to kill you. T-Bone!
What can I do for you?
Yeah, get that Kit Fox in motion. Get it forward.
Pedal to the metal.
You have identified a target already. Sure. Oh god, not another head, sir. We're gonna have bad flashbacks for weeks based on this one. Alright, Punisher.
I've got your back.
Yeah, I need you to basically kill this thing without delay. Be up as front as you can. I mean, it's not moving, but it does have first turn protection, I believe. Yeah, we're not gonna hit this thing. At least we're providing the ECM protection that we need. we flattened the building next to it, so that is progress of a sort. Yeah, that Hetzer's gonna be a problem.
I'm getting
And a
sensor
Ripper, so they
trace.
brought the helicopters too. Oh, lovely. So we're being attacked by a whole bunch of vehicles. I really, really regret that I didn't... Huh. Not sure what that was,
You need
but
more
it hurt.
practice.
So I'm very much regretting not taking this one for full-on cash. That was the original plan, but I misclicked because I'm so used to immediately going for salvage, because salvage is way more fun to catch.
Here it comes.
Fire into the skies! Damaging, break him. Nope, didn't work.
Standing by.
It's up to Lynx. Oh, Lynx actually has a shot back there. It's a terrible shot, but he had a shot for a brief period of time. On the other hand, I think we'll have an easier time hitting that Ripper. Yeah, we should be able to kill the Ripper in this round of shooting. Kill it!
Aye, aye.
Take it out of the skies! Wow, we missed everything except 2 missiles. It was only a 20% chance to hit, but statistically, that should have been 4 hits then, because we had 20 missiles firing. Here comes the Hetzer. Duck! Ow. So much ow. Okay, we gotta rebuild the arm of this commando now. Hey, we have room for tandem missiles now.
I hear you.
Get Fox, on the roll. Just get up there with your 74% chance to hit. And a Fury? Are you... Because you look like a Nova. Are you a Hero Nova? Am I dealing with a Hero Nova? Don't make me deal with a Hero Nova. Not when I've got a Hetzer to kill first. Okay, target acquired, but he's not dead, which is a bit of a problem. Let's get our Cheetah around forward. Hit him with that heavy large laser.
Roger.
Somehow, you didn't manage to penetrate his armor. Where are you hitting? Please explain. In detail, please. Because, there it goes. Boop. Camera's all over the place. Where are you hitting him? Unfortunately, not hard enough. Oh, it's an Ultra Autocannon 20. My bad. Okay, that's extra painful. We gotta break him, and we gotta break him, like, right bloody now. I think I'm gonna stand in the open. And I don't want to stand in the open. But you're gonna do it if you want to win. And you want to win. So kill. Burn through, kill, destruction. We blew up his ammunition, but we haven't killed him. That's kind of a major problem. The commando's gonna have to do it if the commando can get there first, which he's not going to. Oh god. Duck. If that hasn't convinced you of the fury and firepower that this thing brings to the table, nothing will. What do you got? So it is your right side? Yes? Yes, indeed, the right side of you. Sprint! Can't get to the right side. I can't do it. I can't do it, man.
Full speed.
This is trouble. This is problems and trouble. Come on, just break the damn thing. That's all we're asking for here. I didn't ask you to bring a UAC-20 carrier to a fight. That seems just a little bit mean, but then again, you know, it is a 2-skull mission. So we should have been expecting that. But still... Oh, it's a Hunchback! The Hunchback with a Gauss rifle. Although... Silver Bullet Gauss? Because that's what it feels like. Very much feels like a Silver Bullet Gauss. We may have bitten off well more than we can chew. Which is interesting. Because I thought I had equipped myself to be able to handle anything. Oh wow, actually that UAC didn't actually penetrate the armor. Here comes Fury! Purple lasers. Are these micros? VSPLs? Not quite familiar with the purple laser. It's going to be new. And spreading the fire out to the Arctic as well. Blasting all over the place, hitting for 16 damage apiece. Okay, this is some serious firepower here. I think we may want to pull the lever on this one. Otherwise, we could lose some very, very important mechs. Oh, and you still had an extra laser remaining for the commander. That's cute. And by cute, I mean, oh god, don't ever do that again. You're reminding me greatly of a gauntlet. I think it was the Gauntlet 2B. Oh, drop. What? Jeez, Inferno bombs everywhere.
Those heat levels.
Yeah, I would be unsettled as well. So the Inferno bomb dropped on top of us while we were in the middle of the water. For all that's worth. Okay, Punisher's up.
My attention.
Well, we have multiple things that have to die. If I order a withdrawal, I have to actually make it to the withdrawal point. Which, you know, is pretty important. If I start to pull back, though, I lose my accuracy. I only need to hit him a couple of times. Honestly, I only need to hit him once. Which arm is this? Okay, it's my useless arm. That's fine. That is alright then. Pull back.
Confirmed.
Target. I want to target the Fury. I can't actually hurt the Fury. I mean, I hit him with 80 damage, but... Alright, here's the plan. The plan is a multi-target. You are getting this, and then you are getting the medium.
All weapons are go.
We managed to flatten 2 buildings with that shot. That kind of demonstrates just how stupidly powerful those weapons are. Alright, enemy phase. Oh, is it the Fury again, or the Hunchback, or the Ripper? Because there's a lot on the field right now, and I'm not sure if I got the pure Alpha Strike capability to handle it. This Nova alone is pretty scary. Okay, Hunchback's gonna shoot me. Structure exposed, as seems to happen very often to this Cougar.
Armor breach. Internal damage. Waiting for orders.
I don't know what he's got going for it, but it's becoming a problem. Oh, your frontal armor's exposed. That's lovely. I think we gotta withdraw. I don't want to withdraw, but I think I have to.
Commander?
Because if I shoot the side armor, that's not gonna do any good. I have to hit that frontal armor. Or the other side armor. But the left side armor, unfortunately, is basically at full strength. Shooting at that is going to be basically worthless. Unless I place my back towards a Hunchback. Which is lovely. Settle myself right underneath a Ripper. It's not great. But it might be the best solution to my problem.
Got it.
Which, granted, it's not a great solution, but it's what I got. Fire!
All weapons are go.
We blew up another ammo crate.
Critical hit,
How
Commander.
many ammo crates do you got? That's the real question we need to ask here. How much ammunition did you actually bring to the fight, sir? And we are boiling. Which is a bit of a problem. How much armor do you got in front? Oh, you're so close to being dead on the side. I don't know if I can't get the angle. It moves on 12. Alright, we're gonna pull back. One, I've got a heat problem that I can't do anything about. So pulse, pulse, missile, missile. Does my pulse generate enough little heat? No. If I do this, I have to commit to it and overheat. Which I really don't want to. Okay, no ammunition explosion, 8% chance to die. This should work so long as I get even slightly lucky. It's shooting down the plane. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, we got the Ripper. Ripper's out of the fight.
Reporting. One less vehicle. I'm generating a lot of heat.
So now we got to deal with the Nova, which is terrifying. This run may actually end here. Because this would be uncomebackable from. Although this would give me a very healthy respect for the clans. Fury rolling forward. Let's see what he's going to do with all them lasers. Looks like he's going to get some accuracy. Oh, he only fired the one. What is that gun? I gotta know.
Ooh, took a heavy hit there.
Oh, he didn't shoot.
Commander.
Interesting. Okay, you're gonna obviously get around to the side of him. God, that Hunchback's gonna kill you. But if I don't, then you're gonna die anyway. It's a bit of a lovely dilemma, isn't it? You either go nuts about it, or you die.
Acknowledge.
Take as much evasion as I possibly can. Oh, shoot. No, I'm in the back. Gotta invest in it. Got him. Okay, so he's dead. So that's taken care of. We've got both of the vehicles off the field. The problem is their 250 tonners are pretty gosh darn devastating. The one has a Gauss rifle of some description, and the other one's packing, I'd say, enough firepower to level a small continent. So I suppose my main option is to basically slip in behind him and nuke him with all the firepower that I've got. Oh good, I'm underneath the ECM protection. That's lovely. Hit him, hit him, hit him more. Critical, and shutdown override successful. Lovely. Oh good, that brings me to everybody else.
Orders.
Arctic Cheetah, move into cover. Still having a back shot here. Oh, it's going to be a beautifully accurate back shot. We are going to cook a little bit for it. If I take the offensive push on this one, just to go for the center, the heavy large laser, oh gosh, goes down to 44. Yeah, I can't manage that.
Roger.
Unfortunately, we missed entirely, so it didn't really matter.
Waiting.
Okay, now you can run. You can run as fast as you can, like a little old gingerbread man. PCM protection. We're gonna step on it as much as we possibly can. You just don't take hits, do you, buddy? You're invulnerable to incoming fire. That's what I'm slowly coming to realize. I can fire both missiles or one of my pulses. So the pulse is 51 damage, the missiles are 80 damage in total, and they will have a better chance of getting some damage on them. Also to chill me out, so combination of good hits on there. Alright, phase 14, they get to react to all these little light mechs trying to harass them from behind. Almost got through that armor. Part of the problem, though, is all of these are energy weapons, so I can't, like, light off ammunition, which would be incredibly useful. Hunchback's going to slip on back. Please tell me he's out of a position to actually shoot, because that Gauss rifle is way more danger than I want to deal with. Oh! Oh, okay. He had his pirate engine rocket, and he blew himself up. Well, he's not totally dead yet, but he did crit himself doing it. So that'll help out a little bit, I suppose. Still, Fury is going to be just ungodly amounts of firepower. Okay, there goes my arm, which had, yeah, a pulse laser and an LRM. And it looks like you critted my other LRM? Cougar is a bit stressed. We'll have to rebuild the Cougar now, so there is that. We'll finally push us forward into doing interesting and new things with it. I need a back angle. Unfortunately, the AI is actually protecting that back angle. I think that, which will give me still looking forward towards the enemy. So I won't be presenting my back to him, and that's sort of the main thing here. Do I cook? Absolutely.
Aye, aye.
Thank you! Oh, he had a double XL gyro that apparently we blew out.
Battle mech down.
Okay, so we took care of Nova. Now we gotta deal with a Hunchback who has a fairly unfriendly Gauss rifle. Kid Fox is cooking a little bit. So we gotta get into cover? Get into water? I like that plan. Get me into some water.
Moving fast.
Chill the mech down. Fire one of them and chill the mech down. Just give him a little bit of love so that he understands that he's still under fire. So we've got 75% of the enemy destroyed, but this Hunchback is still going to be pretty gosh darn terrifying. Do I pull into cover? No. Kind of want to use vigilance, but no. Sprint! If you want me, you're gonna have to move.
Copy that.
Sprinting in cover. He can't knock me down unless I stay outside of, unless I stay in unsteady for a full turn. Who are you coming for? Wow. The fact that this commando just tanked that and is not dead is rather amazing to me. Okay, so I can get a side angle shot on his left side, which is honestly the best side for him compared to what I want to do to him. Sprinting time. Getting close. Use the best weapons we have at our disposal. I think you have some sort of electronic countermeasure. And I think that's not particularly fair. Shut off the least accurate LRM. Give him a couple of good hits. Unfortunately, none of them actually managed to nail home. Oh, and he gets to move first. That's not fair. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Oh, good. You didn't hit me. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how you didn't hit me, but you didn't. Oh, and you split your fire along multiple targets. That's even better. His heat is critical. He's managed to avoid exploding himself, which is a tad unfortunate. We were kind of hoping that we'd, take care of the problem for us. Long range fire, 20%. How about if I get in closer? 5.4%. Oh, because it's indirect. If I sprinted to get a side angle, we're looking at 15. Looking at 20, that's it.
Double time.
Over to the side, take aim, go all the LRMs. Narc beacon as well. Give him some love. This is the wrong side of the mech, but really I'm just trying to get fire down on him.
Getting pretty hot
Override
here,
successful,
Commander.
lovely. Punisher, you are a boiling. Which, obvious problems. Sprint, can't quite get to the water. Can't quite get behind him either. So that is unfortunate. I'm not going to maneuver without having a forest by me. It's too important. 28%.
Ready to run.
Okay, so we need to shut off the heavy large laser. And this will nail him with the tag only.
Firing on the enemy.
Unfortunately, we missed by apparently 1%. I need to get Jester on the move.
Yes, Commander.
Jester needs to be evasive and defensive and start really making him hurt.
Position confirmed.
Shed some of that stability problem.
Target locked.
And him in the back. And like all Hunchbacks, he's got no rear armor.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Good. Which means Lynx is now still available. Lynx, well, most of Lynx is still available. I need to... Can I get behind him? I didn't think so. But I can get next to him, which will give me some pretty interesting stuff. Am I streaming tomorrow? Yes, we'll be streaming hopefully at the normal time. But I do intend to stream tomorrow as well. Cook it!
Confirmed.
Can you actually hit something with that gosh darn large pulse laser?
My heat sinks can't take
It's kind of the point of your mech. Maybe we'll rebuild it with a Gauss rifle. That might be interesting.
Good to go.
I'd like to see that mech with a Gauss rifle. I think it'd be cool. I mean, I have a light one, so I may as well use it. 37%. That might work. Can I get even closer and get even more? No, 37 is probably the limit of what I can manage. I am going to be risking an explosion chance here, though. It's an 8.3 explosion chance, or a shutdown chance, as the case may be. Can I sprint to get behind him? No. 28%. Yeah, it's better to walk. Actually, do I have just... It's better to stand still, and we are in a pilot, so fire!
Commencing alpha stretch.
Come on, push him over, push him over. He's unsteady. Okay. Now get in the water. No explosion, no shutdown. Okay, lovely.
You've got my
Punisher, we took the time to do this. We set this up specifically for you. He's no longer evasive. Everything on. Fire.
Here we go.
Okay, there goes the wrong shoulder.
Take that as a lesson.
Okay, Lynx, can you get behind? You can. Alright, so everybody is now behind, and everybody's about to light themselves on fire. Shoot!
Enemy outflanked.
Okay, heatsink destroyed. Tagger crit, so he's not having the greatest of days.
Engine
And he's shut down.
shutting down.
Okay, he's in trouble now. Unless I've managed to blow up all of his Gauss rifle ammunition, which I suppose is possible. I'm not sure what happened there.
Shredding my components.
The Arctic Cheetah got hit, that's what happened.
Standing by.
Get around behind him. Them's the rules. The only rule is to slip around behind him. And fire everything you've got.
Fire.
Not doing all that great there, are we?
I'm taking component damage.
Oh, please don't shoot my people. That's kind of important, actually. Alright, target him.
Affirmative.
Yes, we're gonna boil. How badly boiling are we? 27% chance. I can't risk that. Bring it back under. It's too high of a chance of us exploding, but we got him. Okay, so that was close. We are getting 2 of 9 priority salvage out of that, so suppose that's sort of working in our favor. So one hell of a battle right there. Jeez. We almost did not make it out of that one alive. We fought that one for 2 of 9 salvage. So, and another 219,000. Okay, Kit Fox has a hole in the shoulder. The Arctic Cheetah is missing an arm that didn't have anything in it anyway. The Commando is missing an arm that had some weapons in it, and the Cougar is missing an arm that had a very important pulse laser in it. Everybody picked up 1 kill. So 1, 2, 3, 4 Pirate Novas and 4 Falling Debris Hunchbacks. So that was indeed the version with the Gauss rifle. Hey, it's the Silver Bullet Gauss. Alright, I want it. I mean, I could grab an Ultra Autocannon 20, but the UAC 20 requires 16 tons, whereas the Silver Bullet Gauss has 14. A little bit easier to get running. +1 energy accuracy. Really? Oh, minus recoil. Rough day for left arms. Yeah, that is true. Alright, did we save any Gauss rifle ammo? Oh, but it's a... Oh, they weakened the pirate fire control system. A single ton of Gauss ammo is all that's left, with 8 shells in it. Would you call it shells? I suppose technically not. The other option we could do is grab the UAC. Or I can grab, like stuff like this, but I don't think I can use this for most of my mechs. Oh, yeah, that is one thing to look for. Do we have a double heatsink kit? Because that's kind of important. We got prototype double heatsinks, but we're not interested in those. And some interesting recoil stuff. Distill. Someone hotwired this cockpit life support system to run the cooling system around a small distillery. Okay, that's an interesting way to do things. Especially if you're looking to get killed. RE small laser. What re-engineered lasers were developed trying to make the small pulse laser. So what was shooting at us? Oh, it was the chem lasers. Had to be the chem lasers, right? So 20 times 3 damage for the medium rotary chem laser. This will take ammunition too. So that's 4 tons for this though. Only 18 heat. Is that 18 heat per shot or 18 heat in total? Rotary chemical lasers have select fire of 1 to 6 shots, but have +1 recoil and a chance to jam 5% on each one after the first. Not sure if that's worth it. Endo composite, I don't think I can use. Somebody had an oh no, this must have come from the Ripper. The Urbimech core. I do need heat sinks just in general. Grants breaching shots, +1 accuracy. This used to be +3 accuracy, it was amazing. They're basically racks and they go up to 6 shots. 18 heat is for firing 3. Oh, so it's 6 shots per, or 6 heat per. It's actually not terrible. I went for the double UAC ammo and picked up the UAC. That would be everything I would need to build a UAC. The problem is I would need 18 tons of pod space. And I do not have that. Whereas this will take 15 to 16 tons of pod space. And while I probably don't have that, I can maybe build it. And the Cougar needs a redesign anyway. Lock it before I come to regret it. Picked up 2 Pirate Nova parts. Picked up 1 of the Falling Breeze parts. We got the re-engineered small laser, ferrofibrous, and some chem ammo. So if you ever run into the chem ammo, the chem lasers again, we actually have some ammunition to make them work. So not the worst in the world, but also that sure as heck wasn't the best way to go about in the world. So got work done. Took out mechs that were heavier than us. We were running into way too many Hetzers, and it's becoming a problem. Because the number of Hetzers is really starting to take major holes in my lance. It's not the mechs that are causing the problems, it's the Hetzers. Oh, the Kit Fox got killed from a Hetzer. This Kit Fox almost got killed by a Hetzer. The Locust, to be fair, just got killed based on... It was the one small... It wasn't a Pegasus, was it? Might have been a Pegasus that killed the Locust. Although the Locust is still with us, we just haven't had a chance to fix it. But there is a lot of repair work that we're going to have to do from this point on. So that is going to be somewhat painful to deal with. Another 180,000 civils. We made no money on that mission. None. We didn't lose any money, but we didn't make any money either. Cougar for 6 days. It needs a full rebuild. Kit Fox needs a patch job. The Arctic Cheetah needs just a patch job. Well, the arm, but we are going to have to chill for the next few days as we try and get things back online. Kit Fox is complete. Show me my Kit Fox. Show me how bad it is. Oh, it's good. The Kit Fox is fine. Well, aside from the fact that it's missing some double heatsink kits, which is very important. Oh, you've got problems, little guy. So much weaker than it used to be. Something drastic might have to happen to you. What are we up to? Cougar is in 2 days. Command is in another 8 days. End of month. Ugh. The pain of payment. Eck is back on duty, so he is out of the hospital. Finally. Give me the Cougar. Alright, let's go see what we can modify with the Cougar. Fixing the Cougar shouldn't take too long, because he's an Omnimech, so Omnimechs are really quick in order to swap, drag, and drop new equipment. So we pull off the Omnipad lower. Actually, just hit the repair button. 6 tons. So, what can I do? Not sure these LRMs are effective enough in order to pull this off. That would give me 13 tons. So I have 19 tons of pod space. So if I take... Quick check for the store. Hi, I need ballistic stuff. You're not selling ballistic stuff, of course. Large ER pulse, jeez. Talk about your cookers. Streaks, no. Chainsaw, no. General core, the heat bank is really tempting. It's 5 million for a Clan XL. Which I suppose is worth it, but still. And this is getting cheaper and cheaper. So here's the deal. I don't have enough ammunition to make the Gauss rifle work. We got 8 rounds of Gauss rifle ammo, which I don't quite think is enough. I could put the silver bullet Gauss on. Ooh, it can't. How about this one? Can with that one, okay. Oh, let me guess. Cannot be used with arm-mounted ballistics or PPCs. Right. That is unfortunate. Do I have any actual lowers or anything that I can work with this? Is this a... Can it be used with ballistics or PPCs? What can I do? What can I do to this mech in order to improve it? I don't want to go more energy weapons. Let's see. Small laser. Wait, what is this? LAS? Oh, just normal lasers. Right. I got 3 ER larges. They're lighter. I would actually be able to mount all 3 of them on there, but I would lose my accuracy bonus. I kind of want to keep this on. Come to the equipment, come to this, give me the lower over there as well. We've got our Omnipod lowers. 13 tons of equipment. I just don't feel like these LRMs are pulling their weight, is the problem. So how do I solve my problem? Energy. Oh, not ammo. How do I solve my problem? 36 heat as opposed to 30. Wow, really? Large pulsators are lower on heat? That seems really wrong. So it'd be cooking even worse if we did that, which would be unfortunate on several levels. That's already quite the cooker. We have no PPCs. We do have some flamers. I mean, I could throw a whole bunch of clan flamers on it, but it kind of defeats the purpose of the mech. No SRMs. I got some LRMs. Streak 5s. +1 accuracy, but I'm not sure it's worth the loss in firepower. We're very limited on what we've got at the moment. I pulled that off 6 more tons would be up to 12 tons, which is enough for the cannon and nothing else. I need another 2 tons for the ammunition. And I don't see where I'd get that tonnage from. So I would have to dump the large pulse laser. And that would give me another 3 tons to work with. This run is running into attrition problems. Yeah, that's basically clans in a nutshell, is you start running into attrition problems like that. So if I did that, I'd be sacrificing way too much firepower. So what can I do in the way of LRMs? I can lean more heavily into LRMs. Ammunition for the LRMs? Oh, I have ammunition for them, lovely. So adding another 10 requires me to have another ton of ammunition. And how's my heat efficiency on this? 60 for 84, which is surprisingly good. Now, the Nova is no longer quite as good because the large pulse laser is not generating as much of a percentage of the heat in general. How many missiles do I actually have for actual weapons? Give me LRM. Well, I got another Streak 5. Alright. Ammo LRM. Ammo LRM. We've got 3 tons at this point. I'm up to an LRM 30. So each one is 4 now. So I've got 12 rounds of shooting with those LRMs, and I've still got 3 tons. 3 tons to do something with. I mean, I could max them armor. Okay, so now it's maxed armored, and I've got half a ton. Do you have a small laser? Flamer, I suppose? No, the flamers are a full ton. Clan flamer is half a ton. We could add on a flamer for anti-infantry work, which doesn't need to happen in this game because there are no actual infantry. Clan ER small, 20 damage is not terrible at all. ER medium, RE small. So plus 30% damage dealt to armor, minus 30% to structure. But it deals slightly less damage. So it's going to deal 20 damage to armor. What? How is this a good thing? Why wouldn't I want a normal ER small? Yeah, I'm going to lead into the ER small. Alright, that'll be that mech, I suppose. We've gone more heavily into the LRMs, which is a bit uncomfortable. Because I want to get it away from missiles into more direct fire damage rather than all the light pinging that we're doing off the stuff. But it's kind of our only option at this point. Unless I strip somebody down to the bone to build them around a Gauss rifle. Alright, we need 2 more days for the Arctic Cheetah. Which should be a relatively easy fix, because the arm was empty. I mean, I may have lost a couple of actuators, but the arm should have been mostly empty. Oh, I also launched a jump jet. Do I have any jump jets? I do. I have 10 jump jets. Okay, so that repair is relatively easy. We lost an Omnipod lore, and that's it. Might have to take more cash on these missions. Yeah, I originally intended to take that mission for cash, and when we loaded back in, I forgot and immediately just instinctively went to that, which was not the plan, but it is where it went to. This mech I'm still reasonably happy with. That heavy large laser is just fantastic.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Okay, you can go to the bottom. You can go to the top. And in 6 days, we'll have the Cougar back, and that'll be a full frontal lance again. Oh, fire on the barracks. Morale increased by 5. Oh, we needed that. Oh, it's lucky that Punisher had Brave. That helped out a lot. We lose 2,000 Seabills, but that's fine. Okay, we're done. Is that the mech bay mostly finished aside from the Locust? Oh, the Commando has a problem. What's your problem? Oh yeah, you've lost an arm. Right. Fix that. Your problem was 1.5 tons of weapons. Need to get something. Lasers. I mean, 1.5 tons is a medium and a... weapon? That is an interesting glitch. Huh. Yeah, that's odd. Apparently there's also something wrong with the Cougar. What's wrong with the Cougar? You haven't said high speed low track in a while. Unfortunately, we're going to be slowed down a little bit. I've got a little... I have 0.1 ton remaining. But I have no place to put it. I mean, I'm maxed out the armor. And, yeah, well, Cougars are going to have to stick 0.1 ton under ton for a little while. Let's see if we can't fix this, Commando. No, still showing the mech parts that I got. This version's been really kind of glitchy. I think I'll have to go for a reinstall for me. Just to fix things. But that's actually going to do it where we're going to leave our second stream at. So we had a stream earlier today. You can go check back the VOD on our YouTube channel. And we just had this stream. So we're having a lot of fun with the clans. Running into some really interesting logistical challenges, unfortunately. We don't have enough stuff in order to keep the Lance going. And the Lance is incredibly expensive because it has really cool stuff already. This is, well, basically playing the clans in a nutshell, which is pretty interesting. Also, we have pilots who occasionally decide they just want to show off the mech, which is a little bit of a mistake. But yeah, so currently in orbit above a planet where we might take a couple of more missions. Marshall is a bit of a mixed bag for us. We've had some good, we've had some bad. Unfortunately, we're going to need a little bit more good than bad. We may go to a lower skull planet just to build up some significant cash reserves to keep things running, rocking and rolling. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. I've been Tarek. If you like what we've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you're over on Twitch, maybe give us a follow, maybe share with some friends, leave a comment, come check out the VOD, the rest of the channel. We play RogueTech in a game called Starfleet Command, so both 1980s board games that have now become computer games, and they're both rather fantastic. And I will see you all in the next episode.